academics. Students respond differently when they know their teacher genuinely cares about them. They're more willing to participate, take risks, and push themselves because they feel supported and understood. For me, fostering those rooted relationships isn't just part of teaching, it's the most important part. It's what turns a classroom into a community and transforms education from something students have to do into something they want to do. These relationships also help tailor teaching to fit each student's needs. Teachers can celebrate their strengths, help them overcome challenges, and create a classroom environment where everyone feels valued. When a student realizes how much you care about them as a person, they're far more open to learning and growth. Being a teacher is about living a life of servant leadership. I teach because I understand the power and responsibility of my calling. I sow seeds in the lives of my students that will one day grow and help them fulfill their own individual goals. Each student will have their own path, and I have the unique opportunity to assist them in finding their way. That is what teaching is all about. My why, who, and what are all the same. It's about the students that walk through my door or step on the track. Understanding where students come from, their backgrounds, challenges, and strengths is essential to helping them grow. It's about the lives I help mold and the guidance I offer. I want to train them to become phenomenal adults. For me, facilitating learning is more than presenting information. It's about helping students make sense of new ideas, encouraging them to ask questions, think deeply, and find real meaning in what they're learning. I love seeing the moment when a concept clicks and they realize they're capable of more than they thought possible. Inspiring growth is one of the most rewarding parts of teaching. I try to help students see their potential even when they can't see it themselves. And creating a safe space and supportive space is essential. I want every student to know that my classroom is a place where they are respected, heard, and free to make mistakes. I also believe in modeling values every day, showing patience when things get tough, empathy when someone struggles, and integrity in all that I do. Students notice these things, and it helps shape their own character and choices. Finally, being an educator means constantly adapting and evolving. Every student learns differently, and I do my best to meet them where they are, adjusting lessons, offering support, and embracing their unique backgrounds and perspectives. I want my students to be passionate, bold, and willing to take risks. I encourage them to pursue what they truly care about and give it their all. There's a place for every student, and they should be supported in stretching beyond their comfort zones. Feelings of inadequacy should never hold them back from reaching their potential. Students should define their own success, not let the world define it for them. They should never put a limit on their expectations or dreams, and I want every student to dare to be uncommon, to strive for excellence, and to understand that things will never be perfect, and that's okay. Growth often comes from imperfection, and progress matters more than perfection. I'm reminded of a quote by Paul Bear Bryant. I'm just an old plow hand from Arkansas, but I've learned how to lift some up, how to calm others down, until finally they have one heartbeat together, a team. There are only three things I would ever say. If anything goes bad, I did it. If anything goes semi-good, we did it. And if anything goes really good, then you did it.
Hi, my name is Misty Biffle. I was chosen for Teacher of the Year at Mark Twain. I teach second grade. I believe the teacher is someone who shows compassion, gives encouragement, and has grit. Having grit simply means you never give up. Even on your worst days, you show up because someone needs you. To me, teaching means having a calling. Teaching means I can inspire young minds and lead them into a brighter future. It also means I get to build meaningful relationships that can last a lifetime. As a teacher, I focus on teaching my learners how to read and explore new worlds. I also focus on creating an environment that is safe and happy for my learners to thrive and grow. I want my learners to have the freedom to express themselves and grow as individuals and as a team. I became a teacher because I had a third grade teacher who believed in me. She guided me through many reading and math lessons that I didn't understand. She showed me what having grit really meant. To this day, I am still influenced by her legacy that she left behind. When I think about my why, I think about my time as a student. I struggled throughout school and some in college. I never want one of my learners to experience the same struggles that I did. I want to help every learner that I can to become a successful reader and writer. I think every learner needs time to become successful. Oftentimes, I think we want to rush our learners to move so quickly that we do not give them time to process one concept or skill before we start the next one. I have a huge support team that helps keep me grounded. I can call on them for support and encouragement at any time. I wouldn't be here today without their support. I am forever grateful for those people. A couple of my favorite quotes include, "I do believe something very magical can happen when you read a good book," by J.K. Rowling. "True grit is making a decision and standing by it, doing what must be done," by John Wayne.
My name is Lori Mitchell. I'm a pre-K teacher at Will Rogers. I was selected as Pre-K Teacher of the Year. A teacher is someone who helps children feel safe, loved, and confident as they explore the world. Teachers guide children through big emotions, encourage curiosity, and celebrate small successes. They foster the love of learning by creating fun, engaging lessons that spark imagination. A teacher works closely with guardians to support each child's growth and ensure consistency between home and school. As a pre-K teacher, I am shaping the earliest experiences of learning by helping children discover who they are, what they can do, and how they fit into a community. As a pre-K teacher, I believe that early childhood education lays the foundation for a child's lifelong love of learning. Every child is curious, capable, and full of potential. As an educator, my role is to nurture that curiosity through a safe, engaging, and supportive environment where children can explore, create, and discover at their own pace. In my classroom, we are learning through hands-on, play-based experiences that make learning meaningful and fun. We are building forts, decorating cookies, and visiting the fire station. We are observing the life cycle of real butterflies and ladybugs. We are collecting leaves on a nature walk. Playing is learning for a young child. Play develops social, emotional, physical,
Hey Demon Nation, Miss Elroy here, and I have one question for you. Are you ready to live red? This year we are turning up the spirit, the pride, and the passion like never before. Live red isn't just a slogan, it's who we are. It's about showing up, standing out, and supporting each other every single day.
Well, it all comes down to this, ladies and gentlemen. It is the final night of regular season high school football. Playoffs are looming for the Duncan Demons, and they have to come out with a win tonight. This is a big one, the last district game, and the Demons have to come up with a win against the Bombers to get this going. This is Duncan Demon Football, brought to you by Sparklight. I'm Rob Harvey alongside with Cody Wade and Craig Lovett as usual. And we are live here in Midwest City, downtown, for a big district matchup, Cody, and this is a big one. The Demons are in town. The Bombers are not having the season that they really wish they would have had. They want to play spoiler tonight and keep the Demons out of the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, that's really all they can do. Their season ends tonight. After this game, they don't have a chance to move on. Probably for the first time in a long time, this team is down. So, Duncan, you got to win to get in the playoffs. I mean, I think with Southeast losing to Newcastle last night, I think that seals it for Duncan no matter what happens tonight. But I just don't see Duncan losing this game. Midwest City being down like they have been, Duncan's playing pretty good right now. They got that run game going. Tavion Holland hit over his 1,000-yard mark. We've been talking about that here lately, and big game for the Demons. Let's move on to the playoffs for the first time since 2021.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we're looking for. This is a Duncan Demon team that has not beat Midwest City since they moved into our district. It's been pretty lopsided, honestly, if you go back and look at the scores. But this is a team different. I've talked to some of the guys and some of the players, and they believe that this is the year that we can beat Midwest City. They believe this is the year that we can get into the playoffs. And why not? I mean, this has been a year where the Demons, they've had some lopsided losses, but nothing has. Every game you feel like, even though it kind of got away from at the end, we're in every one of these games. You go back to the McGinnis game, felt like we really could have won that game, and that was the number 2 team in the state. So they're like, hey, let's go take care of business against Midwest City, and then worry about the next round, whoever that may be, which very well could be Carl Albert.
Yeah, and we've been talking about that. 5A1 and 5A2 districts, they always match up in the playoffs. Carl Albert, if they were to beat Altus tonight, they'd be the number 1 seed, and then Duncan, if they, I think they're going to go either way, win or lose. But after this win tonight, they'll be the 4 seed in this district and go on to probably play Carl Albert. And but they got a big game against Altus tonight. Altus is 8-1, so that's a matchup I just kind of want to check out later and see what the score is. But Duncan's going to receive tonight. I think they won the toss and elected to take the ball first. From what I could see, the captains were Sawyer Rice, Boston White, Camden Villagrana, and Tavion Holland, all 4 senior leaders on this team. So this game, we're just waiting for Midwest City to get out on the field, and let's get this thing kicked off.
Well, let's get to our starters tonight for the last regular season game. Starting off for the defense, I'll do the defense. Cody will bring you the offense. Starting off for the defense tonight is at defensive end, number 15, Zion Butler. Defensive tackles, number 50, Billy McClendon, and number 23, Cord Brown. On the other end, at defensive end, number 42, Caden Armstrong. Your linebackers are going to be number 1, Jason Kortmeyer, number 7, Crew Badowski, number 6, Bladen Harper. Good to have him back. And in the defensive backfield at corner, you'll have number 3, Sawyer Rice. Free safety, number 22, Ty Lane. The rocket position, number 2, C.J. Warner. And on the other side, number 4, Boston White. A lot of seniors on that, a lot of talent.
Yeah. And your offensive starters for tonight at the wide receiver positions, you got 4 of them. Camden Villagrana, Jason Kortmeyer, Boston White, and C.J. Warner. The big uglies up front is what we like to call them, the offensive line. You got Bryson Poindexter at left tackle, left guard Cord Byerly. Your center is Corbin Wade. Your right guard is Jacob Kahn. Your right tackle, Caden Morris. And then in the backfield, you have Tavion Holland, the leading rusher, who went over that 1,000-yard mark after the big win against Classen SAS last week. And then you have your senior quarterback, the leader on this team, Sawyer Rice, taking the ball in the backfield at the quarterback spot.
Yeah, that's big time, too. I was just going to bring that up here going in right before we start this game off. When's the last time Duncan had a 1,000-yard rusher? I mean, Tavion Holland with 148 carries, just 1,008 yards. Yeah. He's averaging 6.81 yards a carry, 112 yards per game. His longest has been 88. He has 14 touchdowns. I mean, and then Sawyer Rice, our quarterback, has had 723 rushing yards. So big-time rushing attack here for the Demons. It's been a long time since we've had runners go that many yards, and it's definitely been a big part of their victories this year.
Yeah, and you were saying, when was the last time? I mean, I don't know. I don't remember the stats, but Bryson Brookshire was probably our last best. He was very good tailback. He might have hit that. I don't remember, but
Desmond Pettit, maybe back when Desmond Pettit was he might have been 1,000-yard rusher.
Yeah.
Seemed like we used him a lot.
Yeah.
It's just been very rare for Duncan to get that big rushing yard. Raise the windows here in the stadium. You can see me grunt here. You hear me grunting a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little warm in here.
Well, we're here. We got here a little bit late. Had to fight some traffic off, but we made it, and it is a beautiful night for football. I can't believe it is almost over. Unbelievable that this season has flown by. We want to thank all of our listeners and everybody who tunes in, and I know tonight with it being a road game, we got a lot of people, and hopefully that you hang with us. And, man, let's get this Demon victory tonight and get into the playoffs. That's the scenario. We know if we win, we're in, and even if we lose, there's a chance, but we don't want to do that. We want to go into the playoffs with the win and beat beat this team for the first time. Here's the kickoff. We're underway. Demons returning this one. That's Boston White to the far side. Nice what a block by Ty Lane. White going down the sideline. Boston still on his feet. Gets pushed out of bounds about the 45.
Yeah, what a return, man. In Boston, there was no holes up the middle, so he bounces it to the sideline. And Ty Lane, man, the junior, lays a huge block that kind of sealed that edge for him. And it was as clean as it can be. Usually you see a lot of blocking the backs, on these returns, but that was beautiful. Was pretty, man. So
that was a thing of beauty right there. Yeah. Ty Lane with a clean block on special teams, and that puts the Demons right at 45. That's a great return. Way to start this thing off. And you said that Duncan won the toss, and they elected to keep the ball, so they want to go score first. Duncan looking good in their white unis. Here comes a man in motion. That's Tavion Holland. Sawyer Rice, and we're going to have a flag right off the bat.
Man.
False start probably on Duncan.
Yeah, you don't want to – these pre-snap penalties, you got to keep them to a minimum tonight. You can't start, first down, at first and 15 or first and 20, whatever the case may be. So Demon's going to line back up.
Yeah, you do not want to give you don't want to start out like that. Here's a quick run by Sawyer. He looks to throw, takes it to the far edge. Sawyer Rice staying on his feet and going out of bounds, close to the 50.
Yeah, some good, nice blocks out there by CJ and Boston. Sawyer just bouncing it to the edge there and picking up. Man, he picked up 10.
Yeah, that was a big pickup. Wanted to throw it downfield, couldn't find anybody, and chose to keep the ball. And this is Sawyer. Sawyer is one of these guys this year, and we've been very fortunate to have a quarterback like him who can scan the field when it's not there, pull it down, and run it. And usually if he takes off, anything can happen. Second down, or first down anyway. Ball run up the middle by Tavion Holland. It was a second down carry.
Yep.
And they stuffed Tavion right there at the line of scrimmage. No room to run there.
Yeah, he was trying to be a little patient there and try to find something that opened up for him, but there was just nothing there, and he kind of takes probably a 1 yard loss there. So 3rd and 6, huge down right here for the Demons to get going on this first series.
Most definitely need to have this first down. Demons have to stay on the field. They've got good field position. I think even if they don't get it, they might go for it. See what happens. 3 receivers on the field. Rice has got time. Dump pass over the middle, trying to catch a screen to Tavion, and that's going to be incomplete. Tavion would not have been at the line. He would have had to work for that, but just a weird developing play. It just really didn't set up well, and there was a lot of traffic there in the middle.
Yeah, and we ran that screen pass a lot, but I feel like it never kind of works out for Sawyer. He always throws it over Tavion's head a little bit, but it was there, just couldn't complete it. Demons got a punt.
Yeah, disappointing first drive for the Demons there, as you fully expected them to go score on this defense. Great kick. It's going to be fielded. No fair catch made. Demons in pursuit. Just missed him back there. Hit him outside. Jason Kortmeyer pushed him out of bounds. So Midwest City will take over down there, and that's kind of disappointing, though, if you're a Demon fan, expecting to go on the road. You get good field position. Boston White sets you up with a great return, and then you just go nowhere with it.
Man, Demons, they better come to play tonight, because Midwest City, even though they've only, I think they're, 2-7?
2-7,
yeah. I mean, you have to come out here and play. You cannot expect an automatic win.
Well, that's exactly right. Midwest City's not going to back down.
No.
They're coming out here wanting to win this game. They're thinking, hey, we've beat these guys 4 years in a row. This is just another game for us. Here comes the snap. Quarterback and throwing down the middle of the field. Oh, and it's caught. Rice goes up for it, misses it. Looks like Rice is going to chase him down and keep him from scoring.
Wow.
Sawyer right. No, the umpire calls it a score.
What? There is no way.
I know.
There is no way. He was short.
There's a flag way down here on the 30, Cody.
Okay.
On the other end.
Well, bring it back then, because that's got to be a hold.
Lincoln King threw this ball up. It was a one-on-one with Rice. Sawyer went up for the block, missed it.
Yeah.
And the receiver caught it went on in, and Sawyer stopped him on the goal line.
It's coming back.
Wow, that's going to be probably a hold. Man, that right there will wake you up. That'll wake the demons up.
I'm telling you, man.
If that don't wake them up, nothing will.
Well, I've been telling people all week. I think Duncan is going to win this game. They should win easily, but because Southeast beat Midwest City, and we went and gave Southeast their first loss and kind of put the beat down on them. But
yeah.
I mean, Midwest City, I kind of got here. The atmosphere is pretty good. It's senior night. I kind of came in thinking like, well, I don't know, it might not be as easy as we thought. And then we're seeing it right here. Sawyer was there. He just didn't time it. He didn't time it out. He jumped too early.
He did.
Ended up chasing the kid down. But Demons better wake up.
I tell you what, that's Midwest City is showing how aggressive that they're going to be in this game by that first play right there. Just chunking it downfield and saying we're going after them.
Yeah.
Very fortunate that the penalty is on Midwest City. It's a holding. That is going to erase a touchdown.
Well, I couldn't believe they scored a touchdown. We've seen it right here. He clearly got pulled down at the 1 yard line.
Sawyer rebounded, pulled him down. It was very much on the 1 yard line. They gave him the touchdown. But, maybe that'll get the Demons woke up a little bit.
Yeah.
That was Lincoln King, the quarterback for the Bombers. Just chunked that one. He just threw it up.
Yeah,
threw it up for grabs, and his man came down with it.
You can also see there the speed Sawyer has. He jumped early, gains his footing, and then ends up chasing the kid down. Like, man, kid's so fast.
Lincoln King is a senior.
Yeah.
Senior for these Bombers.
They said they're – oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I don't think he was the quarterback last year.
Yeah.
It seems like they've had a new quarterback every year. One year we came here, they had a quarterback that was going on and playing, I think, at a Division I school, maybe Kansas or something like that. But, boy, he was a stud.
And there was penalties on both teams, so offsetting.
Offsetting penalties, Bombers with the ball at the 27. We're going to do this again. King with the snap. Got time, plenty of time. Now pressure coming in. He's going to take a run. King up the middle, very shifty.
Yeah.
Good-looking run by the quarterback for about an 8-yard gain.
Yeah, he's a fast kid. It looked like they kind of ran the same play, but they switched it to the opposite side. Had a deep post going across the middle. Quarterback decided to take off running. Kid looks fast, so Demons better be on their toes.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be one that they can get down the line. I mean, he looks very fast. King with the quick throw out to number 9. He's got nobody in front of him. Demons finally in pursuit. It's a first down pickup, and the Bombers are approaching midfield.
Yeah, screen pass out there to the wide receiver. Has a pretty good seam he hits. Get the first down.
Davion Cochran with the reception for the Bombers, and that's their first down of the game. King whistles blow, and there is a false start as the Bombers, again, another false start. And something I'm noticing, too, on just the 2 snaps is how good that offensive line is holding up. King had plenty of time to throw both of those times. Our defensive line hasn't been able to get through yet.
Yep, and they have the quarterback, scrambled earlier, but it was obviously a pass play, so they're sitting here throwing the ball early. And Zion Butler, Billy McClinton, and Caden Armstrong and Cord Brown, them boys need to wake up down there and let's get some sacks. Let's get in that backfield.
Absolutely, get an interception, something. Just underway, ball at the 42. Midwest City Bombers with the first down. King with a handoff, runner being patient. The shoe flies up in the air. Hit him so hard his shoe came off.
I've never seen a shoe fly like that.
Not like that.
That was wild.
Pretty good run there, number 29 with the carry.
Yeah, gets back to the original line of scrimmage, so Richard, 2nd and 10.
Yep. That's look like Richard Harris, Jr. He's not the starting running back on our roster. Ryan Holloway would be the starter, but he hasn't been out there yet. 2nd down. Just approaching midfield, ball on the 48. Little over 8 minutes left. Bounce this one outside. Oh, just missed the tackle, but good job by Crew Badowski to come in there and clean it up. Jason Kortmeyer, I believe, met him at the line, missed, but Crew Badowski came in and got the tackle.
Yeah, you don't see Jason miss too much.
Yeah.
But Crew coming in, getting a big stop there and gaining 1 yard.
Big time stop because he had some room to work. Third down here coming up for the Bombers as they're approaching midfield. Here's a snap. King looking to throw, out route. His receiver was going inside. He threw down the field, and that's going to be an incomplete pass.
Yeah, he had to get rid of it quick. There was pressure, miscommunication.
Finally got some pressure on him that time.
Yeah, there was miscommunication there with the receiver and quarterback. He threw it like it was going to be a streak downfield, and the receiver ran a curl route.
That's going to bring up fourth down. Looks like the Bombers are going to go ahead and punt. The Midwest City, the M, right in the middle of the field, Cody. It just, every time I look at it, I think of Michigan.
Yeah, in the scoreboard.
It just looks just like Michigan.
Yeah. This screen is nice. It looks like, I don't remember that.
No,
I
think that's new.
Yeah, they got a new big screen out here. Really cool.
Actually have done quite a bit around here.
Yeah.
Their entrance into the stadium, that was not
I think that was there.
That was the last time.
I remember that setup.
Here's the punt, and going to be no chance of a return here. The Demons get out of the way. It's going to roll dead inside the 15. So the Demons do their job. That defense comes out after giving up a big touchdown play that called back on a penalty. Demon defense holds strong and gets the ball back into the offense hands.
Yeah, no, good stop by the Demons after some penalties, and Demons need to get something going here. A nice 10, 12-play drive would be nice. Run some time off the clock, get in the end zone. We'll see if Sawyer and Tavion can put something together here.
And I think that's really what you're looking at to get into some rhythm. That first drive Duncan won didn't hit a rhythm. Sawyer did start it off with the first down pickup, but then after that it kind of went nowhere.
Yeah.
Second possession for the Demons, starting out at the 15-yard line. Tavion Holland in the backfield with Sawyer Rice, 7:36 left. Holland, good moves, going up the middle.
Nice.
Avoid some tackles. That's a good 6-yard pickup on first down.
Yeah, 6 yards, going to be 2nd and 4. So anytime you can start your second down, around 2nd and 5 or less, that's you're in a good position there.
For sure. That's Tavion averaging 6 yards a carry this season. 1,000-yard runner for Holland. 2 receivers on each side. This time they have an up man, a couple of guys in the backfield, up blockers. Sawyer Rice is going to carry this to the outside, and the defensive line does a great job of getting to Sawyer Rice despite having the extra blockers in there.
Yeah, he picks up 3, so it's going to be 3rd and 1. So far, besides that first down carry, there hasn't been a whole lot of running room so far.
No, there hasn't.
The defense for the Bombers up front are doing a pretty good job so far.
77 came off his block and tackled Rice on that quarterback carry, and if you look at the two, Rice can outrun him all day. Here's another carry for Holland. Bounces to the outside, picks the first down up, runs over a Bomber at the 30.
Yeah, he decided to bounce that quickly.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah, no, good decision-making there, good vision for number 8, Tavion Holland, and that moves the chains for the Demons' first down of the game.
We don't really know what's going on here at Midwest City, what the story is, but this program, they used to be a 6A powerhouse program. I mean, Midwest City and Carl Albert used to be a big-time rivalry. They've moved down to 5A, and this year, But I'm saying all that to say this: they always have talent on the field. No matter what the record is, they still got some good players.
No doubt.
Holland with the big carry straight up the middle. I mean, didn't take no steps at all. Put his shoulder pass down and got a good 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah, it looks to be. I think he picked up 4. Should be 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6 here. 5 minutes, 40 seconds left to go in this first quarter.
Demons with a good drive going right now, approaching the 5th play of the drive. They've had the ball, started off with the ball at midfield, couldn't do anything with it, punted. Midwest City had to punt. Now here we are, second possession of the game. Handoff, Holland stretching to the outside. Tavion down the sideline.
Nice.
Picked up the first down. That's a good run for Tavion Holland.
His speed is just such a big weapon. The defensive front for Midwest City was in the backfield very quickly, and Tavion wasting no time to bounce that out there to the left side towards the Demon sideline and picks up another first down. The chains are moving, trying to get into Midwest City territory.
Great blocking over there on that left side by the line. Able to seal that edge off for Tavion to pick up the first down. That's the second first down pickup on this drive. The Demons started it at their own 15. Little over 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Holland to the outside again. Tavion still going down the sideline, trucking people over. Look at that run. First down by the running back.
He's a madman, Rob. He's just so strong, man. Like we've talked about Tavion. He's not a big kid, but he is super fast. And his strength this year, man, he's broken so many tackles and extended runs all season long, and it shows you right there what kind of runner he has been this year.
Turned into a physical runner this year. I mean, he's always been a physical runner, but this year especially. That left side of the line is doing a fantastic job sealing off over there. It's first down. This has been all Tavion Holland, and it's going to be a fake. Rice, go to the middle. Nice move going down the field.
Yeah!
Touchdown! C.J. Warner.
What a move. I mean,
how about that?
The move Sawyer made in the backfield to dodge that pass rusher and then to get his eyes downfield as he's running, find C.J., behind the secondary in the end zone. Just a great play. Good job by the quarterback. CJ, number 2. I think CJ's a junior this year.
Yes,
just a good catch by him. And Demons get on the board for the first time here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, you said it. Beautiful move by Sawyer Rice to just get out of trouble. Here's the kick, and it is up and good. Salazar puts one more on the board for the Demons. Demons go up 7-0 on the Bombers with 4:26 left in the first quarter. We'll be back with more Duncan football. This is Duncan Demon Football brought to you by Sparklight. Well, it was just a 8-play, 7-play drive for the Demons to score. And there's the kickoff as the Bombers return it just short of the 40-yard line. That was a 7-play drive, Cody, that ended with a 35-yard touchdown pass from Rice to Warner.
Yeah, the drive was a lot of Tavion Holland showing his speed and his strength, extending runs, moving the chains. Got a couple first downs, and then Sawyer makes a nice move, dodging a defender from Midwest City, and able to find C.J. Warner in the back of the end zone for. We've seen a lot of pretty plays this year. That's right up there with them all. So just a good job by Duncan and Sawyer and C.J. connecting.
Yeah, I love the way that Rice just turned his shoulder pads sideways, stepped in between two defenders, rolled out, and found the open man. I mean, it was a beautiful pass. Here comes the ball's on the ground, and I think the Demons got on it, and they do.
Yes.
That's a big turnover. Number 44 for the Demons comes up with it, Isaac Cobbs. It looked like the quarterback was trying to get it off to the running back and just dropped it.
Yeah, that's we didn't do our keys to the game because we got here a little late. We were setting up, but that would have been one of our keys right there, winning the turnover battle, and there's your first one of the day, and we'll see if the Demons can capitalize on it and get this game up 2 scores and see if we can make it 14-0 here.
Yeah, definitely not what you need by Midwest City. The quarterback I think he was just trying to hand it off. It just come out of his hands, and Isaac Cobb's there to jump on top of it. First turnover goes the Demons' way. That's what you want when you're on the road. Demons with another chance at a ball at the 37 to extend their lead. They just went up 7-0. Rice is going to roll out. Tavion lead blocking. Sawyer cuts back inside, gets back to the line of scrimmage, fell forward for another extra yard.
Yeah, wasn't able to pick up much. I think he just got to the line of scrimmage, or maybe picked up a yard, half a yard, not much at all.
Tavion's runs to that side are much more explosive. Sawyer's kind of waiting for it to develop. But that line on that side has been doing a great job on the left side. 3:40 left in this first quarter here in Midwest City. The Demons up 7-0, fighting for a playoff spot. Hand off to Holland. Holland stretching to the outside. Did a little tougher running on this side of the field as it was on the other, as Tavion loses a yard with that carry.
Yeah, he tries to put a stiff arm, but there was just too many Bombers in the area. 3 or 4 guys just swarming on Tavion there and able to bring him down. He lost a yard there, maybe 2.
Selling out to the run right there on that play. The Bombers were not going to let Tavion do what he did to him on the last drive. That was all Tavion on that last drive. Besides the 35-yard touchdown pass, Tavion was picking up chunks. Boston White checks in a little bit late here in the game. Just 4 seconds on the play clock. Demons may have to burn a timeout, and they're going to have to do that as the play was just a little bit delayed getting in. So now we can sit back and collect our thoughts for a minute. We did get here a little bit late and had to run in here and get everything going. But this is the final game of the regular season. Road game against Midwest City. This is Duncan Demon football brought to you by Sparklight. And hopefully it won't be our last time covering the Demons for you. Hopefully we'll get to go on the road next week in the playoffs if we are able to make it. The playoff scenario, Cody, is, from what we can gather, is we win tonight, we're in.
Yep.
For sure. That gives us the 4th spot in the district. And even if we lose, we're in unless Southeast somehow beats Newcastle.
I think they played last night and Newcastle beat them.
Okay, well then that's a done deal.
Just say Duncan were to lose. They have a 2-4 record in district, but Duncan holds the tiebreaker from head to head.
But we want to get in by a win.
Yeah, no. Yeah. And I think we will.
Coming out of the timeout, Rice with plenty of time. Throws one downfield, got a man wide open. Got a touchdown! What a beautiful pass. 38-yard touchdown. Dropped it in a bucket to Boston White.
Oh, my goodness. We had the perfect view of that. And
we did.
Boston just separates from the corner, and Sawyer airs it out. And that's one of the better balls we've seen Sawyer throw.
Oh, my goodness.
He's had his up and downs this year throwing the ball. Hasn't been his best year, I think. But as far as throwing it, and he's kind of had like an injured shoulder a little bit. But everybody's healthy. He's healthy, and you can see it there. The way he's aired the ball out to CJ and the way he aired it out to Boston there.
Extra point attempt is up, and it is good. Demons, just like that, 14-0 on the Bombers. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more Duncan Demon football brought to you by Sparklight. And we're back. Demons up 14-0. There's a big return by the Bombers. Well, not really a big return, but it is a return. And they get just over the 30.
Yeah, just a good start on offense for the Demons, except that first series. I think they were just kind of trying to get a feel out there and get their feet wet. And their second series, Sawyer threw a touchdown pass to C.J. Warner, and then Demons get a turnover. Midwest City fumbled it on their first play to start their last series, and Demons recover. And next thing you know it, Sawyer's connecting deep to the senior Boston White for a touchdown, and is probably one of the prettiest passes we've seen Sawyer throw all year. 2
big touchdown throws by Sawyer Rice, 35-yarder to C.J. Warner, and then the 38-yarder to Boston White. Boston, another senior. We've seen the Rice-White connection many a times over the last few years, and that was, I think you said it best, Cody, that was one of the best balls we've seen him throw, and our angle to it was perfect. It's like we were sitting right behind it, and we seen the separation. As soon as he released the ball, I knew it was going to be a touchdown. I was like, the only way this isn't a touchdown if Boston doesn't catch it. Because you could see in the release, it was a beautiful release. Boston got separation from his defensive back. The offensive line did a great job, gave Sawyer plenty of time, and man, it was just that was just a great way to score. Great. I don't know what's going on here. There must be a penalty we missed while I was over here yakking.
There was a penalty. I saw it I saw the flag on the field, just didn't know what it was. I'm sure it was a hold.
I kept looking up going, okay, they're not coming on the field. Midwest City still huddled up. So that's going to be the third penalty on the Bombers. Must have been a penalty on the return. So they're going to start back at the 13 now instead of the 40. Handoff to the outside, stretching that defense out, and a good tackle made by Jason Kortmeyer and also Bladen Harper in on that.
Yeah, Bladen Harper, he's one of my favorite players to watch on this team. He had early on in the year, he was very active, making tackles all over the place, and he kind of battled some injuries here, and it's nice to see him back out there and making nice plays.
He's gonna be your new Zion Butler next year.
Yeah,
huh?
I like.
You've always been partial to Zion over the last few years. He's graduating. Bladen Harper's gonna be that guy.
Yeah, definitely.
That was a good play there. That was a loss. Tackled him behind the line, and here comes the snap for King. King's going to roll out. He's got some legs. Now he's got some room. Bladen Harper in pursuit, goes down, misses him, and King picks up the first down with his legs.
Yeah, that's going to be something the Demons are going to have to watch for. That quarterback is very quick, and if you don't kind of spy him or keep your eyes, ahead and watch him, he's going to rush for a lot of yards tonight.
Yeah, something tells me that that's going to be one of the few things that they can do is run the quarterback. Quick screen pass out to the running back number 1. He catches it, gets behind blockers. Boston White hanging on, and the Demons come and finish him off just short of the 40, out of bounds. Bladen Harper in on the tackle again.
Yeah, it's the second and third time we've seen the Bombers throw that screen pass to the wide receiver. The Demon secondary is going to have to get off their blocks quickly and get upfield and try to contain that because it's gone for some extra yards.
It's going to be a first down for the Bombers. Another screen pass to the other side. Sawyer Rice with the tackle. Nice job going low and pulling him down.
Yeah, didn't gain much, probably 3 or 4 there, but Demons are going to have to play up. That's the same. They ran that same pass back-to-back plays here, so corners got to play up.
Second down, ball out to the 38. King got some time over the middle of the field, hits his man in stride. Still on his feet, missed tackle in the middle of the field, and there we go. Boston White finally brings him down at the 28.
Yeah, Onyx Mayfield was back in coverage, but it just kind of went right over his head, and he barely missed it there. And that middle pass went for some extra yards there, and they're moving along, moving the chains. Boston White made the tackle.
That was a beautiful pass, hitting his receiver in stride. Looks like we got a
timeout by Duncan.
Timeout by Duncan with 19 seconds left on the clock. So the Demons struggling on this drive defensively to stop this Midwest City offense. They've had a quarterback run, got them out of a jam. It was a big play for a loss. They started this drive, Cody, back at the 13-yard line. Then they started the first down off with the tackle for a loss. Well, after that, it's been chunk plays.
Yeah.
King has got them with the big run, a couple of screen passes, and now that big play over the middle of the field.
Yeah, no, the quarterback, he makes quick decisions. He's either getting the ball out quick or he's taking off running when he has nobody open. And so far they've ran that screen pass probably 4 times in their 2 series that they've been out there. So I think the corners are going to have to play up a little bit. Safeties are going to have to be aware of that deep post they ran in the first series, and then they ran that quick slant on the play before here. So Demon secondary is going to have to keep their eyes up and be ready for these quick passes.
That's right, and get some pressure back there on King.
Yep.
We really haven't had a lot of pressure yet. That offensive line has done a good job keeping our defensive line at bay, and that's I feel like one of our strongest points of our defense is that line. We've had a lot of luck this year with putting pressure on quarterbacks. First down for the Bombers with 19 seconds left in the first quarter. King with a handoff to Holloway. Holloway outside.
Nice.
There we go.
There he is.
Go ahead and say it.
Zion Butler
with the big tackle in the backfield.
I was just thinking about him. I was watching him on that play. We hadn't seen him yet, but there he is.
And that's the way to end the first quarter right there. As time goes out, Zion with the big tackle in the backfield. We'll take a break while they switch ends. We'll be back with more Duncan Demon football brought to you by Sparklight. Well, it's the start of the second quarter here in Midwest City, home of the Bombers. The Demons up 14-0. Bombers, though, threatening. They're driving down the field trying to get on the board for the first time. Zion Butler just come up with the big tackle for a loss. It's going to bring up second down and long. Here comes King. Oh, got some pressure.
Yeah!
And he got it. Big time sack in the backfield. That's your guy right there, Bladen Harper.
I think they might have face masked him too, though. I think we might have grabbed the quarterback's face mask.
Did they throw a flag?
Yeah,
there's a flag. Oh, it's
hidden
there on the end.
Yeah.
Dang.
Well, because right as he was going down, they threw it, and there was.
Bail them out, refs. Go ahead and bail them out, why don't you?
No, that was a nice sack by Bladen Harper. They blitzed him off the edge, and yeah.
Costly penalty there. I mean, you're talking, they got the ball third down at the 48. That would have been like a 3rd and 30-something. Instead, this is how big of a penalty that is. That's going to give them first down inside the 20. Wow, what a penalty. What a costly penalty that was. That could change everything on this drive. That changes them from not scoring to now having a really, really good chance at scoring and making this a one-possession game after just a great play in the backfield. So here comes the snap. King got some pressure coming in, throws a quick route. It is caught.
Man.
Receiver does a great job of getting upfield, and he gets inside the 5.
Yeah, and we put some pressure on him. 49, Carson Key was there. trying to get to the quarterback, and quarterback delivers a strike. And this dude can throw the ball.
No, King's a good player. I would like to know if he was playing whenever Southeast beat them.
Yeah.
Because he is a good player. Here comes a man in motion. It's first down and goal. Ball just at the 5, it looks like. King in the middle of the field. Oh, touchdown, Midwest City. Quick little screen pass over to number 9, Davion Cochran. And the Bombers answer the Demon score.
Yeah, so far they've been able to do pretty much what they want against the Demon secondary. They're throwing the ball, these wide receiver screens are thrown across the middle, short slant, deep post. That little screen pass to the running back there in the end zone. So Demon secondary got to play better.
Looks like you're going forward, throws it out to number 10, and they get it as King rolls out and finds number 10, Lucius Brown, for the 2-point conversion. So the Bombers getting back into this thing. It is 14-8. We'll be back with more Duncan Demon football brought to you by Sparklight.
Lucius Brown.
And the Bombers answer back with an 8-play drive. Helped by a penalty, of course. A big face mask penalty gave the Bombers the ball down inside the 10-yard line, but that's all they needed. They went in and scored the touchdown and got the 2-point conversion. It's 14-8.
Yeah, the Demon secondary's got to start playing a little better. They've been able to complete just about every pass they want, and this quarterback, man, he can throw it. So Demon's got to wake up, play a little better. We'll see if we can put some more points on the board here when Sawyer and this offense take the field.
Yeah, a lot of short little dump screen passes that's got the Demons on their heels. The Demons have a chance at this. Looks like C.J. Warner in the middle dancing around. Finally runs into a pile of guys, and he gets just over the 25.
Yeah, so we'll see. Demons kind of mixing it up. They've been running the ball with Tavion. They've thrown some passes to C.J. Warner for a touchdown. Boston White caught a touchdown pass. So Demons kind of, mixing it up a little. So yeah, we'll see what happens here. See if we can. Sawyer hasn't ran the ball a whole lot. He probably has three carries, maybe 4. We'll see if he can get loose and make something happen.
Yeah, I think you got to go on a scoring drive here. You got the Bombers just answered back. They were down 14-0, and now the Demons, you can't come out here and go 3 and out and give them the momentum back. Demons offense the last couple drives has been in complete control with the passing game and the running game, a good mixture of both. Here comes the handoff to Holland. To the outside, Tavion in the backfield. Nowhere to go. They brought in more rushers than our line could block.
Yeah, this defensive line for Midwest City, they are getting in the backfield. Big Uglies up front. Need to push them forward.
Demons hurry to the line, trying to catch the Bombers off guard. Here's Tavion again. Carry, a counter play.
Ball.
And it comes out. Ball comes out. Luckily, the Demons are able to get back on it. That's number 72, Jacob Kahn, at the right place at the right time for sure as that ball came out of Tavion's hands.
Yeah, good.
This drive is a lot different. Tavion's not having the room.
There's no holes right now. This defensive line's getting in the backfield.
3rd down and 12, 2-yard loss. Now the Demons going the other way on 2 runs. 3 receivers on the field. Rice with the snap, rolling out. Sawyer's got time, looking to throw, finds a guy in and out of Jason Kortmeyer's hands, just too much. And Jason probably wouldn't have got the first down even if he would have pulled it in, but it would have tempted the Demons to go for it.
Yeah.
But after that incomplete pass, the Demons go 3 and out.
Yeah, man, that didn't take long. Midwest City's about to get the ball back. We need a good punt here by Mr. Davis, Caleb Davis right here, number 16. So we need to pin him back and see if the defense can get back on the field and make a stop.
Not what the Demon offense wanted to do. It took very little time off the clock, and they went 3 and out. Didn't pick up a first down. Caleb Davis with the good punt end over end. Number 2 is going to receive it at the 40. Far side. Got some room. Makes some Demons miss.
Man.
And what a great return by the Bombers. They take it into Demon territory.
Yeah, the Demons get up 14-0, and then Midwest City able to go down and score and go for 2. Makes it 14-8. Then they make a stop on the Demon offense, and all of a sudden the momentum has shifted towards the Bombers' way. Demon defense need to answer the call here.
Yeah, you don't want to let them get the momentum, definitely, as that you feel like that's what the Bombers have done. They've kind of taken the momentum back out of this game. Demons had it all going on 14-0, kind of looked like, oh my gosh, man, we're about to rout these guys, and then all of a sudden a touchdown and a 2-point conversion and a 3 and out changes everything. Bombers in Demons territory, best field position of the night for either team at the 42, and they're playing aggressive right now. The Bombers have nothing to lose. They're playing aggressive. They're looking to take the lead in this game. King with the handoff to Holloway. Holloway patient running to the outside.
Man.
Good pickup on first down. He picks up about 8 on that carry.
Yeah, there was a big hole there. He just ran right through it and picked up 8. Trying to move the chains here.
Now the Bombers are moving to the line quickly, not letting the Demons get. There's a false start on the far side. I mean, number 14, okay, Demons call a timeout. They saved. The Demons just saved a penalty. Number 14 was moving over there. That would have been a penalty. But Coach Terry got the timeout in.
Well, they had 3 receivers to the right, 3 receivers to the left. They had their center and 2 guards. Then you had the quarterback in the backfield. So it was a funky formation.
Yep.
I think Coach Terry was, guys were looking confused.
Oh, yeah.
You got to call a timeout there, so I think that's smart.
Well, they hurried to the line, too, so they're trying to catch the Demons on their heels. But number 14 on that far side, he was moving. I mean, he was already moving. He would have got him for a false start, but Coach Terry smartly wanted to use that timeout to make sure that we've got our wits about us, make sure we're covering our men, and he sees the game shifting too. I mean, if we can feel it up here, you can definitely feel it that much more on the field, and that's what's happening right now. Demons had a big play earlier whenever Bladen Harper had a sack that backed him up to the 50-yard line that last drive. That would have changed everything. That face mask penalty, man, that was a big difference maker on that drive. Second down, King. He's got plenty of time. Now he's got some pressure coming. That's Caden Armstrong. Nice move. Caden staying with it, and he got the sack. Back at the 45, Armstrong didn't give up.
Man.
Stayed with him and pulled him down by himself.
That was awesome. I mean, he was just coming from behind. The quarterback tries to dodge him. Caden almost misses him, but hangs on and is able to pull him down for a huge sack, and that came at the right time. So good job, 42, Caden Armstrong, the senior.
Love it. Love it. He needed that. Way to hang with him, too. Because King ball goes past King. He picks it up. Butler's tracking him down. King throws one downfield. It's caught, but he's out of bounds.
Still completed it.
He completed it, but they're going to call him. Oh, they're going to call it a completed pass.
No, it's incomplete.
Okay. I was fixing to say, there's no way he caught that inbounds.
I was about to be impressed if they completed that.
Back that ball all the way up. I mean, if King goes down back there, he's on the other side of the 50 as Butler got pressure on him, and the ball was kind of rolled back there to him by the center.
They got the offense out there still.
It's 4th down.
Do not jump.
Yeah, you can't jump. Can't give him a free one here. King and the offense staying with it. No pressure. King's going to run. Dumps one off to number 1. Got to meet him there. Courtmeyer.
Yeah.
Tackle. He goes down.
He's down.
He didn't
Short.
get there.
Yes.
Did not get it. What a tackle made by Jason Courtmeyer.
Wow.
That literally saved the first down.
One-on-one tackle, and if you don't save that, if you don't make that tackle, he might score.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It was just them two one-on-one over there, and what a tackle, man.
I mean, that is beautiful. I'm going to have to go back and watch that one again because it was so close.
That was a good – I mean, they drew up a good play there because it was there.
Yeah.
Jason just won that battle.
Well, that little dump-off play has been there all night for the Bombers. I mean, they've been able to get close to 10 yards out of that every time. So they turn it over on downs. Demons now at the ball at the 30-yard line. Push the pile forward. Sawyer Rice.
Hey, picks up maybe 6 here.
I mean, Tavion. That was Tavion with the carry, wasn't it?
7 yards.
7 yards. So good carry there from Tavion. But, yeah, we haven't seen Sawyer run much. I feel like we got to get him involved a little more in the run game here.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's coming. It's going to be coming later on. I think they're wanting to trying to save him as much as they can because they know next week will be a big playoff game, hopefully. But I think you got to go all out here. Ball at the 40. Demons need to go ahead and get another touchdown on the board. Here's a handoff. Oh, Holland with the big hole. Bounce to the outside. Tavion down the sideline. Stays in, spins, move.
I stepped out.
Goes out of bounds. Oh, he goes out of bounds at the 45.
Yeah, good block out there by Jason Courtmeyer. He had his man locked up, and Tavion was able to get around both of them, but just stepped out back here at the 45. So I love it. I love it when receivers are blocking downfield.
That is a great. Yeah, you're right about that. Great job blocking on that far side, sealing off that edge, and Tavion just. He turns on the boosters once he gets out there in open field. It's a first down pickup for Holland as the Demons are on the Bomber side.
Nice.
Holland again hits the line of scrimmage, puts the shoulder pads down, runs over 2 Bombers. Yeah, he's mad running right now, Cody, after that. We didn't lose the ball on that fumble, but he fumbled.
Yeah.
And we got it back, and that last drive, we got stuck. We got stopped. Tavion, he's mad running right now.
Yeah, he is. And picks up 4 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 6 here. 7 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the second quarter.
What a game this is turning out to be. 14-8. Demons scored the first 2 touchdowns. Rice, here's the run to the middle. Sawyer Rice going, trucking over guys for the first down.
You said it, trucking over guys, and that's what he did. And that kid is not getting up.
He sure isn't.
He is a victim of Sawyer Rice right there on that play.
He's gonna go back to the huddle and go, hey, how big was that running back that hit me? And they're gonna be like, that wasn't a running back, that was the quarterback, bro. Yep. The quarterback hit that hard. Yeah.
Yeah. No, and Sawyer, man, he's a big kid. I was walking down there by the locker room earlier, and he was outside, and man, Sawyer's a big kid. We get a bird's eye view. It's hard to tell, players' sizes from up here, but up close, Sawyer is a big kid.
I remember at the beginning of the school year, whenever freshmen were doing their back-to-school day, I was walking through the halls with my daughter, and I seen Tavion and Sawyer and all them guys standing down there down in the cafeteria, and I remember thinking the same thing. These boys have gotten big over the last few years.
Yeah.
Here's a handoff to Holland, up the middle, down the sideline. Number 8 still on his feet, running over guys inside the 5. Wow. What a run by Tavion.
Yeah, he very nice run. He's able to bounce it out and use that speed that he's been showing all game long, all season long, and gets him down to the 6-yard line here, 1st and goal.
2 straight first downs for the Demons. Handoff again, Holland up the middle.
Nice.
Good yards. Goes down at the 2.
Yeah.
Man, that is, Cody, this is our 6th play of this drive. We've had 3 first downs.
Nice, yeah. No, just a simple handoff up the middle by 8. Gets down the 3-yard line.
Again, 2nd down and goal.
Timeout.
Got a timeout for the Bombers. Bombers say, whoa, hang on a second. What just happened here?
Yeah.
Tavion with some good running. Sawyer Rice with some good running. Offensive line, good blocking here on this drive And this is the drive that the Demons have been looking for. This will be the 7th play of this drive coming up. They've had 3 first downs on this drive already, so it's been very productive for the Demons on the drive that started out at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, no doubt. And just that last series we had, 3 and out real quick. We could not get a run game going, and they got a whole different mindset coming out for this series. The linemen up front are pushing their guys backwards. They're opening up some holes for Tavion, and Sawyer getting a big run earlier, trucking that kid, and just a good series here, and it's nice to see them bounce back and see if they can get it in the end zone here on the 2-yard line.
Got to finish this drive off. 2nd down and goal on the 2. Demons took the ball. They won the toss, took the ball, and so coming out in the second half, the Bombers will get the ball first. It would be nice if the Demons could go in at halftime up at least 2 touchdowns.
Yep.
There's still plenty of time in this half, 5 minutes. Demons could score here and get the ball back again. 2 receivers on the field for the Demons. Tavion Hall in the backfield with Sawyer Rice. Man coming in motion, that's Boston White. Rice is going to roll out to the edge. Sawyer Rice, touchdown Demons. Quarterback says, I'm going to get one too. I've thrown a couple, now I've ran for one.
No, that was nice. He kind of bounces it to the right, and there was 2, 3, 4 Bombers that were, coming for him, getting into the backfield, and he just still able to hit the edge there and get to that corner pylon. And that kid is so fast, man. He can change directions. He can shift speeds whenever he needs to. Just a dangerous weapon that the Demons will miss after this season.
Even when it looks like there's nothing there,
yeah,
Sawyer comes up with something. He always comes up with something. Here's a snap. Salazar's extra point is no good. So the Demons up 20-8 on the Bombers with 5:49 left. We'll be back with more Duncan Demon football brought to you by Sparklight. Well, it was a 7-play drive that ended up in a 2-yard touchdown by our quarterback Sawyer Rice to extend the lead. Salazar missed the PAT, so the Demons are up 20-8 here at Midwest City. There's a big kickoff. Oh my gosh, what a great job as the ball goes dead at the 2. He picks it up, still on his feet, going the other direction, and Jason Courtmeyer stops him. Man, that was weird. I didn't know what was going to happen there, and he went ahead and snatched it up at the 2-yard line.
Yeah, you can't let the ball get on the ground on a kickoff. You have to go. You got to have somebody back there to catch it, or if it, it does hit the ground, you got to be sure and jump on it quick because it's a live ball.
Midwest City will take over at the 9-yard line, deep in their own territory. He would have been better off, Cody, just to running to the sideline like he was going.
Yeah,
whenever he backed off, that's when he lost the most yards. Little over 5 minutes left in this half. Bombers down 20-8. Demons taking care of business. Let's see if the Demons can get that ball back before halftime and put another touchdown on the board. Here's a man coming in motion. King got all day. Rolls out of the pocket. Finally, Zion Butler's chasing him. Throws a quick route. Receivers got it. First down. And there you go. King rolls out of the pocket, throws a first down.
No, that was a good play. Quarterback has to roll out and escape pressure and ends up finding a receiver downfield for a first down. It was a good play.
I mean, the offensive line is giving him time. And when he has time, our DBs, it's hard to cover that long. King with another big throw over the middle. This one goes out of the hands of number 17 as he's coming, running across the field. Looked like a little slant, and I don't think he was expecting it as King put it right in his numbers.
No, you could tell he was not even looking for that ball.
Aiden Sutton looking for his first reception of the game. They use him as a tight end type guy. Number 24 in the backfield now with King. That's going to be Zoe Leverett. They got 3 receivers stacked on this near side. Second down. King. Zion Butler provides some pressure. And what a great play by Boston White to swipe that out of the air.
I mean, that was just that's what you call textbook coverage right there. I mean, one-on-one with the receiver and able to swat the ball down. But, man, that quarterback, he's got an arm.
I know.
He threw a bullet pass downfield.
He does. It's unbelievable that you look at I can't believe this is a 2-17.
Yeah.
Honestly, the way he throws the ball, he had to have missed some time this year. But, yeah, Boston White with the great coverage down there. King again. Here comes the pressure. King rolling. Oh, my God, what a big hit. Jason Courtmeyer off the edge. And a fumble. Demons got it back.
Jason Courtmeyer off the edge. Hits the quarterback from behind. He wasn't even expecting it. Ball's on the ground, and he's able to recover the ball after he makes the hit. My goodness, that's one of the best sacks we've seen all season.
Highlight reel, Cody. Highlight reel.
And we have
my goodness.
And you notice we have a cameraman right down there by the field goal, so you know he got that.
I hope that's
one of
Duncan.
ours.
That's one of our guys.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
I think that's the.
Who is that? I want the footage.
I think that's the kid that gets all those good videos and the good footages we see on social media. So.
My Lord, Cody. That was
awesome.
Real. Demons with the ball at the 10-yard line in great field position. Tavion Holland to the outside. No, Sawyer keeps it, and it's touchdown, Demons.
They fooled everybody on that.
Faked us all out. Sawyer goes in untouched, and the Demons are blowing this one out.
Yeah, they faked the handoff to Tavion, and everybody was looking at Tavion, even us. Then Sawyer heads to the end zone over there to the right side, and now Sawyer's responsible for all 4 touchdowns. He has a touchdown pass to C.J. Warner, a touchdown pass to Boston White, and he has 2 rushing touchdowns all here in the first half.
I'm telling you, man, I still haven't got my breath from the Jason Courtmeyer hit. Salazar's extra point is no good. He missed another one.
Wow.
That's all right. The Demons are piling the touchdowns on. 26-8 is the score with 4:44 left. We'll be back with more Duncan Demon football brought to you by Sparklight. And we're back. 4:44 left in this game, in the half. Excuse me. I'm so excited. I'm so fired up, Cody, over that sack still. I can't even speak. One play, 10-yard touchdown run by Sawyer Rice, and the Demons 26-8. Big return down the sideline, goes out of bounds, and Midwest City will take over with 4:37 left in the second half. Demons with 2 unanswered touchdowns after Midwest City got within striking distance, but Cody.
Ma'am.
I gotta steal a line from one of our favorite guys, Toby Rowland, that does OU football. Whenever Jason hit him, he separated his soul from his body. The quarterback never seen it coming.
He definitely did. That's one of those highlights you go back and watch 20 times in a row.
And he recovered his own fumble.
Recovered his own fumble, and that makes it even more impressive. That was just an awesome play. Jason's been doing that off the edge all year, making tackles in the backfield and getting, tackles for loss and sacks, and that's the best one of the season so far.
There's a penalty on the return on the Demons, it looks like.
Yeah, I think it was a late hit out of bounds.
Late hit. That's going to give the Bombers really good field possession in Demon territory to start this drive off over at the 45.
Yep.
That one could hurt you if you let them go score here with a little over 4 minutes left in the half. But the Demon defense has regained kind of control as King got some time. Caden Armstrong rolling out there. Oh, nice catch by number 14, Onyx Mayfield in coverage. I tell you what, that was a great job by King getting the pass down there to Josiah Brown for a first down.
He's been doing that all game. He'll escape pressure. He'll roll out. He keeps his eyes downfield. His receivers find ways to get open, and they make these completions, and it's pretty impressive.
Could this be another touchdown aided by a penalty? Surely not. King with some time or with some pressure back there gets the dump off man to number 9, Davion Cochran, and he picks up positive yards.
Yeah, Caden Armstrong is getting in the backfield a lot, but I feel like he needs to get his hands up. He needs to use that length. The quarterback is not very tall, so Caden, he's got to use his length to distract the quarterback and make him throw some off throws.
We know Caden's tall. He's got those long arms. All he's got to do is put them hands up.
Starting center for the basketball team?
Yeah. He's getting off his block every time, though. King's got 5 receivers on the field now. Got to be careful. King can run. There's a quick handoff. Oh, nice. He's gobbled up in the backfield. That didn't fool anybody. Isaac Cobb and Crew Badowski back there. Cobbs and Badowski teamed up on that little jet sweep play and said, that don't fool us one bit.
Yeah, that sweep had no chance.
No chance to make it. It's going to be third down. 3rd and 9. King, happy feet, moving around, dancing around, sets his feet again. Now he's going to be off to run. Lets one go down.
Nice.
Good play by C.J. Warner to break that up.
Wow,
C.J. Warner, he come in with one hand. And King, man, if he would have ran it, Cody, he probably would have had it.
No, he probably would have. And
I'm glad he threw it.
Is there a flag out there? The way everybody's kind of standing
around. If there's
around.
a flag, it's got to be holding. That'd be the only flag that could be thrown.
Where is it? I don't even see a flag on the field.
I don't either. I think they were waiting for the ball.
Okay.
The ball went way out of bounds, and the umpire had to go get it.
Well, as many times as the quarterback has completed these passes from rolling out, escaping pressure, Duncan has made some very good defensive plays by swatting the ball away. And so just credit to them guys. Boston did it earlier, and CJ, just nice coverage there.
Yeah, and I think Duncan used a timeout there.
Well, I don't know. They've been showing 0 timeouts on Duncan. I think it's on Midwest City.
Midwest City with a timeout.
And it's 4th down.
4th down. That's why they're going to take a timeout. So Demons right now, we got an incomplete pass to stop some momentum for the Bombers. Bombers get down there inside. Look like they're going to have an opportunity to get some more points on the board. Demons now with another 4th down. They've stopped them already once on a turnover on downs in this game. Hopefully we can do the same thing here and keep them off the board. Demons would have 3 minutes, 10 seconds left to go down and put another score on the board if they choose to, but right now you got to keep them out of the end zone. And that King, Cody, he's a good runner. Lincoln King for the Midwest City Bombers. He has been really the one that has kept these guys in the game.
Yeah, and he can throw the ball really well. He can scramble. We've been saying it this whole first half. How did this team lose to Southeast? We've seen Southeast, and this team is they're way better than Southeast to me. But
yeah, they seem like it for sure. 4th down, big stop here if the Demons can come up with it. Lincoln King in shotgun, takes the snap, rolling out. Throwing one out to number 7. Demons have to get him. Don't let him get the first down. And they do. That's a great tackle right there. Ty Lane wraps him up and drives him forward. That's what you like to see.
Man, that's twice now. Midwest City has gone forward on 4th down, and the Demons are able to stop them short of the marker and force turnover on downs. And Demons are about to get the ball back with 2 minutes and 57 seconds left to go. No timeouts left. That's plenty of time for the Demons to march downfield, put some more points on the board, and kind of get this lead even further away from Midwest City.
Both of those 4th downs, Cody, come right at the sticks.
Yeah.
I mean, the tackle made by Bladen Harper earlier, or was that Jason Courtmeyer?
Jason
Courtmeyer,
yeah, Jason.
Right at the stick. That was could have been a touchdown saver, and that right there by Ty Lane, wrapping up and driving.
Yeah.
Love to see that as a coach, as a football player. It's just a textbook. Handoff. Holland stretching the field, outrunning his man, caught from behind, goes down just on the other side of the 25.
Yeah, he had to make a choice there, either stretch it out even further or cut it up, and that's what he did. Tried to cut it up just right there. The Midwest City made the tackle, but he still is able to pick up 6 or 7 yards there. So Tavion continuing to move the ball and get good yardage on 1st down.
Great pickup. Looks like it is a 5-yard gain.
Okay.
And it's going to be Sawyer Rice to the outside. Changes directions, bounces back the other way, and Rice is going to be right at the markers. This might be a 1st down.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
got to be. Yeah, they're going to move the chains. That'll be a 1st down run for Rice. Demons with 2 minutes left. See if they get in any kind of hurry, Cody. It'd be interesting to see what they decide to do here. Go in halftime, fine with 26-8, which I'm fine with that. That's perfectly fine. Or do you try to go ahead and score another touchdown, at least get in field goal range? Because the Bombers do get the ball back coming out of halftime. Rice to the handoff to Holland outside. Tavion not touched yet. Tavion to the outside, 1st down out of bounds. That's going to stop the clock.
Yeah, nice run, bouncing it outside. You had Onyx Mayfield in at the one tight end spot, and then you had Cord Brown at the other tight end spot, using them guys as extra blockers for this run game, and clock's still ticking.
Even though he did go out of bounds, I guess they.
Okay, they're trying. The referee is trying to. He's been waving his hands for like 30 seconds now.
Yeah, I mean, that old clock manager over there, he didn't want to let. He didn't. Man, 20 seconds has run off the clock. They're not going.
Yeah, he's trying to tell them to add more time.
That is ridiculous.
I'd be mad if I was Coach Terry.
How do you get by with that?
They should.
We should have at least 10 more seconds on the clock. Anyway, Holland's going to take the carry, and he's going to be buried right there.
I mean, come on.
After a 2-yard gain. That is ridiculous.
I don't know what's up. Coach Terry should be telling the referee, hey, you need to add 20, even 30 more seconds to this clock. He's sitting there waving his hands forever, and they were just letting the clock run.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, we just got cheated out of at least 20 seconds.
But the coaching staff on Duncan's sideline, they weren't really saying much about it, so we could be wrong. Maybe we're wrong. But, I mean, he went out of bounds. I know that much. Rice is going to throw this.
He's open.
Throw this one deep. Got to Boston White. Oh, it's broke up right there at the last minute. Yeah, you know, if that ball comes out just a little bit sooner. But, man, what a play.
Yeah, he had the separation, and then
he really did.
Yeah, the corner was able to gain a little momentum on him. But going back to that clock, man, the referee was telling him to stop. They eventually did stop it, but I'm just surprised they didn't, add more time back.
When he went out of bounds, it would have been about a 1:30.
Yeah.
And they didn't stop the clock until 1:10.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
that's some home cooking right there, brother.
Definitely, man.
That's that home clock management.
It makes me mad.
Home clock management. They made sure and got that timeout in, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Demons would have they lost a good probably 20 seconds there. And but I think Coach Terry right now, he's he's kind of fine with going in with this score of Midwest City besides, really that one drive where they scored, and it was aided by a penalty.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you go back to that one score that Midwest City scored on, it would have been 3rd and about 35 if the face mask call wasn't called on the sack.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the percentage of them picking that up is very low.
No doubt.
But instead, that play put them first and basically goal, and they was able to score. So other than that, really, there's not been much of a threat of the score. In the last possession, they had to stop them in the red zone, but I can't anticipate taking too big of a shot right here. You don't want last thing you want them to get an interception and be able to run that back for a touchdown.
Yeah, and they in Midwest City will get the ball after half.
Yeah, exactly. So I can really see them kind of keeping this on the ground, but man, who knows? You got 2 in the back, 2 deep. And Sawyer's going to keep this up the middle. Now, he can score if he gets out in the open field. He's got the first down.
Get on the ball.
Got to get on the ball. Demons have no timeouts. Yeah, I guess they do have a timeout.
Okay.
And Coach Terry's going to take one.
Well, it shows 0. It's been showing 0 for a long time, but
surely.
I only thought they used.
They stopped the time. Oh, there's a flag.
Okay.
I was fixing to say they do stop the clock to move the chains, but usually they set and go.
Yeah, they're going to spike it here. Coach Terry's telling him to hurry and spike it.
Maybe the flag was just to mark the ball, because I didn't see a penalty marked off.
Yeah, it's face mask on them.
Oh, okay. Well, man, that should definitely – I'm fixing to say they better not mark the ball off right there. They need to go on down 15 more yards.
Yeah, I think Coach Terry, I don't know what they're going to do now, but it looked like he was telling him as soon as that clock stops or starts, snap it, spike it.
Well, now that they got the ball at the 20 and you're all set, there's no need to spike it. So as soon as they set the ball and run the clock, Demons are running a play.
Yeah, no doubt.
And I can imagine they might throw it, but I kind of expect to see maybe Sawyer doing some rolling out. And if nothing's there, taking this.
Yeah, at least take a shot here to the end zone.
I'd roll him out. I'd roll him out over here to the left. I send C.J. Warner down there and maybe Tavion out in front of him and roll Sawyer out to the left. And if there's nobody
I'm surprised we don't have more receivers out there. We only got 2, 1 on each side.
Got some extra blockers in on the line for sure. Oh, he does spike it. So it's a snap and spike in shotgun position. So what's the spike for there, Cody? You've been standing there. You have the time. Your play should be in. What's the point in spiking it?
I don't know.
You wasted down.
Yeah, you wasted 6 seconds there. There was 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Now there's 14.
I don't really understand that.
I don't know.
And I don't. I'm sure there's a perfectly good meaning, but I don't understand. You're set. You already got the play in. Why spike it right there? 14 seconds. Demons trying to get another touchdown on the board. 2 receivers on the field. Rice rolling. Got the screen pass for Holland. Holland got some open room. Tavion goes down. Now you got to hurry to the line.
Yeah, there's no way.
No, you really have to take a shot to the end zone there.
Yeah, they're not going to get it off.
They was anticipating picking up the first down.
Yeah, you got to.
And that'll do it right there. Some poor clock management there at the end. Demons failing to get in, but they have done enough in that first half. 26-8 is the score. Demons all over the Bombers, and the Bombers will get the ball back coming out in the second half. We'll be back with more Duncan Demon football brought to you by Sparklight.
This is Craig, the cameraman. I just wanted to give a shout out to my mamaw, whose birthday is today. She went to Duncan High in the 1950s, and she was in the band, and she enjoys watching Duncan football. So happy birthday, mamaw.
Wow, that's awesome. What year did she graduate, Craig?
Somewhere around 54 55, I believe, 54.
Man, that is awesome. And she's listening tonight.
Yeah, she says she's been watching the games.
Awesome. Happy birthday, happy birthday. That is so awesome.
Janice Pollock.
Janice Pollock. Happy birthday, Janice. We love to hear stories like that. And, man, hearing from Duncan alum like that, man, that is a really special thing. So, all right, good job. Happy birthday. We will be back. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more Duncan Demon football brought to you by Sparklight.
My name is Todd Ledford. I was selected for Duncan High School's Teacher of the Year. I teach biology, Aviation 2, Aviation 3, Aviation 4, and head track coach and cross-country coach. Teaching is more than a profession. It's a calling and a way of life. It's about guiding, supporting, and empowering students as they prepare for their futures. My role as a teacher goes far beyond delivering classroom lessons. It's rooted in building meaningful relationships. As an educator, I've learned that rooted relationships are the foundation of real learning. When teachers take the time to truly know their students, their interests, struggles, and goals, they're able to connect with them on a level that goes far beyond academics. Students respond differently when they know their teacher genuinely cares about them. They're more willing to participate, take risks, and push themselves because they feel supported and understood. For me, fostering those rooted relationships isn't just part of teaching, it's the most important part. It's what turns a classroom into a community and transforms education from something students have to do into something they want to do. These relationships also help tailor teaching to fit each student's needs. Teachers can celebrate their strengths, help them overcome challenges, and create a classroom environment where everyone feels valued. When a student realizes how much you care about them as a person, they're far more open to learning and growth. Being a teacher is about living a life of servant leadership. I teach because I understand the power and responsibility of my calling. I sow seeds in the lives of my students that will one day grow and help them fulfill their own individual goals. Each student will have their own path, and I have the unique opportunity to assist them in finding their way. That is what teaching is all about. My why, who, and what are all the same. It's about the students that walk through my door or step on the track. Understanding where students come from, their backgrounds, challenges, and strengths is essential to helping them grow. It's about the lives I help mold and the guidance I offer. I want to train them to become phenomenal adults. For me, facilitating learning means more than presenting information. It's about helping students make sense of new ideas, encouraging them to ask questions, think deeply, and find real meaning in what they're learning. I love seeing the moment when a concept clicks and they realize they're capable of more than they thought possible. Inspiring growth is one of the most rewarding parts of teaching. I try to help students see their potential even when they can't see it themselves. And creating a safe space and supportive space is essential. I want every student to know that my classroom is a place where they are respected, heard, and free to make mistakes. I also believe in modeling values every day, showing patience when things get tough, empathy when someone struggles, and integrity in all that I do. Students notice these things, and it helps shape their own character and choices. Finally, being an educator means constantly adapting and evolving. Every student learns differently, and I do my best to meet them where they are, adjusting lessons, offering support, and embracing their unique backgrounds and perspectives. I want my students to be passionate, bold, and willing to take risks. I encourage them to pursue what they truly care about and give it their all. There's a place for every student, and they should be supported in stretching beyond their comfort zones. Feelings of inadequacy should never hold them back from reaching their potential. Students should define their own success, not let the world define it for them. They should never put a limit on their expectations or dreams, and I want every student to dare to be uncommon, to strive for excellence, and to understand that things will never be perfect, and that's okay. Growth often comes from imperfection, and progress matters more than perfection. I'm reminded of a quote by Paul Bear Bryant. I'm just an old plowhand from Arkansas, but I've learned how to lift some up, how to calm others down, until finally they have one heartbeat together, a team. There are only three things I would ever say. If anything goes bad, I did it. If anything goes semi-good, we did it. And if anything goes really good, then you did it.
Hi, my name is Misty Biffle. I was chosen for Teacher of the Year at Mark Twain. I teach second grade. I believe a teacher is someone who shows compassion, gives encouragement, and has grit. Having grit simply means you never give up. Even on your worst days, you show up because someone needs you. To me, teaching means having a calling. Teaching means I can inspire young minds and lead them into a brighter future. It also means I get to build meaningful relationships that can last a lifetime. As a teacher, I focus on teaching my learners how to read and explore new worlds. I also focus on creating an environment that is safe and happy for my learners to thrive and grow. I want my learners to have the freedom to express themselves and grow as individuals and as a team. I became a teacher because I had a third grade teacher who believed in me. She guided me through many reading and math lessons that I didn't understand. She showed me what having grit really meant. To this day, I am still influenced by her legacy that she left behind. When I think about my why, I think about my time as a student. I struggled throughout school and some in college. I never want one of my learners to experience the same struggles that I did. I want to help every learner that I can to become a successful reader and writer. I think every learner needs time to become successful. Oftentimes, I think we want to rush our learners to move so quickly that we do not give them time to process one concept or skill before we start the next one. I have a huge support team that helps keep me grounded. I can call on them for support and encouragement at any time. I wouldn't be here today without their support. I am forever grateful for those people. A couple of my favorite quotes include, "I do believe something very magical can happen when you read a good book," by J.K. Rowling. "True grit is making a decision and standing by it, doing what must be done," by John Wayne.
My name is Lori Mitchell. I'm a pre-K teacher at Will Rogers. I was selected as Pre-K Teacher of the Year. A teacher is someone who helps children feel safe, loved, and confident as they explore the world. Teachers guide children through big emotions, encourage curiosity, and celebrate small successes. They foster the love of learning by creating fun, engaging lessons that spark imagination. A teacher works closely with guardians to support each child's growth and ensure consistency between home and school. As a pre-K teacher, I am shaping the earliest experiences of learning by helping children discover who they are, what they can do, and how they fit into a community. As a pre-K teacher, I believe that early childhood education lays the foundation for a child's lifelong love of learning. Every child is curious, capable, and full of potential. As an educator, my role is to nurture that curiosity through a safe, engaging, and supportive environment where children can explore, create, and discover at their own pace. In my classroom, we are learning through hands-on, play-based experiences that make learning meaningful and fun. We are building forts, decorating cookies, and visiting the fire station. We are observing the life cycle of real butterflies and ladybugs. We are collecting leaves on a nature walk. Playing is learning for a young child. Play develops social, emotional, physical, and cognitive skills. Building relationships with my students is one of my favorite parts of teaching. When a child trusts you and feels safe, they are ready to learn. By building strong relationships and promoting kindness, respect, and cooperation, I help children develop confidence and empathy. In December, you can find my students sprinkling kindness to our community by donating items to our local giving boxes. By establishing connections, I built a community within my classroom. Every child will take part in our community. We have class jobs in which the students will have the opportunity to participate. Students feel important and needed in my classroom. My students are all special and have unique voices that need to be heard. I want my classroom to be a warm, caring environment for all my students. Students' education takes hard work and cooperation from the student, parent, and teacher. I want and encourage parental input and support. The parents are the child's first teacher. My classroom is a positive and interesting environment. I want my students to have fun and want to participate. We are moving, creating, dancing, or on the go. The students are making their own discoveries. I am guiding, modeling, and asking questions. My goal is to inspire a lifelong love of learning and prepare them for the future success by nurturing the whole child, academically, socially, and emotionally, while having the time of their lives.
My name is Elizabeth Dysart. I am a kindergarten teacher at Plateau Elementary, and I am Plato's Teacher of the Year. Teaching is truly an act of love. Every single day is a new beginning. It is a chance to make a difference, to show patience and kindness, and to help students discover the joy of learning. In early childhood, we are the stepping stones for how students will feel about school for the rest of their lives. If they do not learn to love school early on, it can become a struggle for them later. This is why I believe it is important to fill the classroom with warmth, laughter, and encouragement. I want my classroom to be a place where students feel safe, loved, and confident to be themselves. I believe that every student is capable of success when given care, guidance, encouragement, and high expectations. When students know you believe in them, they will rise to those high expectations. It is important for students to feel supported and seen. I also believe that mistakes are an important part of learning. No one likes to fail. Students will tend to not try when they are afraid of making a mistake. I make plenty of mistakes myself, even in the classroom. I try to be honest with my students and let them know I messed up. I want them to see that it is okay to make mistakes. I want them to see that when we do make mistakes, it is okay to try again. When my students do make a mistake, like when answering a question incorrectly, I usually tell them, "I'm sorry, that is not correct, but thank you so much for trying." Learning is messy sometimes, and that is what makes it real and meaningful. The greatest joy in teaching comes from the little moments. The moments of seeing a student's face light up when they finally get it. Moments when you can see and hear their excitement as they learn something new. Seeing them walk into the classroom with a huge smile and the eagerness in their eyes is the icing on the cake. I love when a student proudly hands me a drawing that they made. I always hang their creation on the wall and watch their eyes light up when they see it displayed. I look forward to and love the many hugs from the students each day. These simple gestures of love remind me why I teach. Their joy, curiosity, and affection are the heart of why I do this. Each student who walks through my door brings their own story, energy, and potential. I see it as my role to help them grow not only academically, but emotionally and socially. I want them to leave my classroom with a love for learning, a sense of belonging, and the confidence to take risks and try things even when it is hard. We can do hard things. Every morning is a fresh start. It is a new opportunity to teach with heart, patience, and joy. I am reminded daily that what we do in these early years truly matters. I am not just teaching letters and numbers. I am shaping hearts, building confidence, and planting the seeds for a lifelong love of learning. I am so blessed that I get to do this.
My name is Mindy Smith, and I am the librarian at Woodrow Wilson Elementary School. I first knew that I wanted to be a teacher when I was pretty young. My mom was actually my first influence that made me want to go into this field. My mom was not a teacher, although she probably should have been, and she would have been a great one. But what my mom did do was take me to the library, the public library here in Duncan, all the time as a child. I spent many, many hours at the public library reading with my mom, and so it felt very natural for me to go into a career that involved reading and connecting kids with books. So she was one of my first major influences for being an educator. As I went through elementary and high school, I had many great teachers who also influenced me to want to be an educator. Some of those teachers were not my English teachers or my reading teachers, but instead they were teachers of subjects that really weren't my favorite subjects. But what those teachers did was connect with me as a person. And the way that they made me feel coming into their class and the way that they made me feel about learning, I knew that I wanted to do that for others. And so when I think about what makes a great teacher or a successful teacher, I think that it's less about curriculum or materials, and it's more about connections with students. In the library, I think that it's so important for me to know my students not just as readers, but as people. I need to know about their culture, their family dynamics, their pets, their siblings, their hobbies, their interests, what sports they play, where they went on vacation, where they would like to go. And that way I can curate a collection of materials that make them want to read, that make them want to pick up that book, because it's not just a book that's in their reading level or that they're being told to read, but it's a book that is of interest to them because it is a reflection of them.
I'm Mr. Allen. I teach second grade. I'm the teacher of the year at Emerson Elementary. My philosophy of education begins with the belief that learning is a process that is continuously growing, making all of us lifelong learners. Students need to discover that education becomes a valuable and exciting process that will continue after they leave high school. As a teacher, I believe I need to be a role model for my students and my community. I must also develop a classroom environment where students feel safe and their learning is protected. When a student makes a mistake, they do not need to feel ashamed or embarrassed. The student needs to learn from their mistake because this is part of learning. I want my classroom to be a place where students can interact to attain knowledge, critical thinking skills, have high self-esteem, and develop good character that will allow them to succeed personally and professionally in today's world. What I believe makes a great teacher is how someone interacts with their students. When a student makes a poor choice, I believe how a teacher responds to that student is very important for the outcome of the student's behavior or the outcome of a particular situation. A rewarding experience in teaching is when I am out in the community and a former student who is now a young man or woman approaches me telling me how I made an impact in their life by being their teacher. I find teaching second grade very rewarding because at the beginning of a new school year, I observe where my students are academically and notice at the end of the school year the progress and the improvements they made in reading, math, and their writing skills. Knowing that I was part of that process is a rewarding experience that never grows old. I believe that students who come to my classroom will gain many concepts and understand what they are learning and develop good character traits that will carry on throughout their life.
I'm Derek Miller. I teach middle school journalism, which involves 6th grade journalism, 7th grade journalism, newspaper, yearbook, and a blogging, podcasting production class. I am also the advisor for Student Council and National Junior Honor Society, and I wear a ton of hats. But I'm also the Teacher of the Year for Duncan Middle School this year. I love what I teach, and I certainly think curriculum is important. However, at the end of the day, I think we should teach students how to be good people first. My teaching philosophy is that curriculum can be learned, but teaching students how to treat one another is how to interact respectfully should be incorporated into everything we do. For examples, my students start every day in class with a daily writing assignment. I have a prompt written on the board, and the students spend the first 5 minutes of class responding to the question. This is curriculum. However, the questions typically focus on personality, behavior, or other such characteristics that get them thinking about who they are as individuals. I recently spent a week of these writing prompts focusing on role models. What does it take to be a good role model? Who are you as a role model? Who is your role model? And other such questions. Students need to realize that someone may be looking up to them and mimicking their behaviors, both good and bad. At the start of the school year, I have students interview each other, which is part of the curriculum. However, students are first taught how to best communicate in an interview, greeting the person, making the person comfortable, and treating the interview as a conversation. Also, when we work in partners, I typically put students with someone they may not talk to otherwise, because I think it's important to see everyone is someone like them regardless of their differences. Yes, curriculum is important, and that's one reason teachers do what they do every day. But I still think we need to put the focus on helping students to be good citizens and the best versions of themselves. Curriculum is the avenue in which we teach these life skills. Every classroom has a mixture of personalities and behaviors, but it is our job as teachers to help students determine the difference between right and wrong. Although parents should be involved in this process, unfortunately, many of the students who need this lesson most are not getting it from home. So it is up to the teachers to demonstrate and set boundaries that students learn to follow. I don't want to diminish their lights. I want them to see that they are good people already, even if they just need to understand how to show it.
My name is Ms. Jones. I am the 5th grade English Language Arts / Social Studies teacher at Horace Mann. I have been nominated as Horace Mann's Teacher of the Year for the 2025-2026 school year, and I'm honored and thankful. On October 19, 2020, I wrote, "Imagine the world without your presence." On October 19, 2018, I wrote, in a post I've never heard anyone say, "I hope one day to be broken, wounded, and hurting in every possible way." That October 19, 2020 moment, God provided me a glimpse into my life. He let me see myself in my class at the end of the day. The children were in line.
And welcome back to Duncan Demon Football, brought to you by Sparklight. We're live here in Midwest City, where the Demons are in control of this one. 26-8. After an interesting first half, Cody, the Demons started off scoring the first 2 touchdowns of the game, and then Midwest City went down and went on a scoring drive of their own, got the 2-point conversion. It got real interesting there for a second, and then the Demon defense and offense just came alive.
Yeah, no, Sawyer Rice is responsible for all 4 touchdowns, 2 passing, 2 rushing. Demons are able to force 2 turnovers. There was a mishandled snap by Midwest City on their first fumble, and then the second turnover of the game was a sack from behind. Jason Kortmeyer and knocks the ball loose and able to recover his own fumble and or his own forced fumble. So just one of the most impressive plays we've seen all year.
Gosh.
We were hyped when that happened, but
what a hit!
Yeah, Demons are playing good.
They're doing everything they need to do on the road, and there's a kickoff, short kickoff. The Midwest City Bombers have a chance for a good return. They get it just short of the 45, so they'll start out with pretty decent field position to start the second half off.
Yeah, short kick to the middle that was caught around the 30 or 35-yard line and returned to the 44-yard line. So Demons out on defense first. Let's see if they can get a stop and force a punt or maybe even a turnover here. You got to keep them off the scoreboard. This game's not over yet.
One thing we've noticed is Lincoln King for the quarterback for the Bombers. He's a really good thrower. He's a fast guy, and he can definitely keep this team alive if they go on a scoring drive here. There's a quick snap to him. He hands off to his running back.
Nice.
Good hit there by Crew Badowski to take him down, but he does pick up about 5 or 6 yards on that first carry.
Yeah, and the quarterback kind of leaves his feet, and Crew Badowski is able to kind of drive him into the ground midair. Big hit, very nice.
A rare run up the middle for the Bombers. They've done a lot of screen passing, and there's King taking it to the outside. Oh, just missed that one. Got the pass off, complete for a first down. Bladen Harper ran in and put his hand up for a block and just missed it.
Yeah, and King rolled to the right, and you know, he had that option to take off, and he decides to throw it. Bladen tries to jump in the air and knock the ball down, couldn't do it, and they complete the pass and move the chains for a first down.
That's kind of been their offense, too, the screen pass. Letting the running back release and get in there in front of the linebackers. There's a handoff to Holloway. Holloway up the middle. Very little gain for Holloway, maybe 1.5 yards, gets out to the 40.
2 yards on the play. Be second and 8.
Yeah, not many yards picked up there. Just about a 2-yard gain.
Bombers looking to get back in this game. A score here would definitely do it. Quick pass out to number 1. It's complete. Holloway with the reception. Bladen Harper takes him down out of bounds. And Bladen Harper gets hit by a guy on the sideline.
Yeah, that was something.
And the refs stood there and let it happen. That's crazy, Cody. I've never seen that.
I haven't either.
A player from the sideline threw Bladen Harper off his man. Bladen Harper got up looking for a penalty, and they didn't throw a flag on it.
That's unbelievable.
Be third down, low snap for King. Quick pass over to number 14.
Nice.
He's tackled immediately and driven out of bounds by Ty Lane. Let's see if they're going to push Ty Lane around over there.
Yeah, that was some bull, man.
Ty Lane and Caden Armstrong.
Yeah, and Bladen was throwing his hands up like, come on, ref, and was even telling him, letting him know what happened, and he just kind of stands there and was like, oh, well.
I'm really surprised that wasn't a penalty. This is going to be fourth down. 4th and short, 4th and about 5. Man going in motion. See if the Demons can. Oh, it's a bad snap. King has to chase it down. Demons in pursuit. King running. He's trying to direct traffic. Still going. Badowski chasing him down. Gets him out of bounds on the other side of the 50.
Let's go.
Crew Badowski not giving up on the play. And the Bombers go backwards.
Super nice play by Crew Budowski, chasing King down. He was looking downfield. He wanted to throw it. He was able to complete a pass earlier once the ball, it was a bad snap. He runs back, picks it up, rolls out, and completed the pass, but not this time. Crew Budowski, man, what a play.
Crew Budowski and some of the other Demons in pursuit back there as it was a low snap. King didn't have much of a chance there. And the Bombers' drive is stopped on their 3rd turnover on downs of this game. Demons will take over at the 48. See if the Demons can go on a scoring drive. 3 receivers stacked to this side. Quick pass to C.J. Warner. He's got some room. C.J. makes a guy miss.
Nice.
Goes for the first down. Gets on the other side of the 40.
Yeah, nice screen pass delivered there by Sawyer Rice, getting the ball out of his hands quick. And then you have C.J. Warner with the catch, and Boston White and Jason Courtmeyer downfield blocking to seal a little seam there for C.J. to run up. Got a huge gain.
It's going to be the same formation, but the 3 receivers are going to stack over to the far side now as the Demons slow things down, waiting for the play to come in from the sideline. They've got a first down. A little over 8 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, just getting underway in this second half. Snap. Rice up the middle.
There
Sawyer's got some room. I don't know if anybody's going to catch him. Touchdown, Rice.
No way that kid was going to catch him.
Not even touched as he takes it 39 yards for a touchdown.
And Sawyer, man, he's just lighting up the stat sheet tonight. He's got 2 passing touchdowns and 3 rushing touchdowns. That one goes for, how long was that, Rob?
39
yards.
Yeah.
So, man, just a heck of a run. You could see the safety, back there kind of had an angle on him, and Sawyer just leaves him in the dust and was staring him down the whole way.
Not a Bomber laid a hand on him. Sawyer just knew about 20 yards out he was going to score a touchdown on that run. Extra point coming up for Salazar. And there's a flag on the field before the kick gets off.
And then he hits our kicker. I mean, come on.
After the flag, that should be an unsportsmanlike. Man, some of these, it's going to be offsides on the Bombers, but man, I just can't believe they didn't. couple of chances they've had an opportunity to throw flags on these guys on these late hits, and they're not doing it.
Yeah, how do you get away with just running into our kicker like
after
that?
After the whistle's blown.
Yeah.
Well, Salazar gets to try it again from a closer distance. 32-8 is the score right now after the touchdown. Here's the extra point. And Isaac gets this one up, and it is through. Demons up 33-8 here in Midwest City, in control of this one, and a flag comes flying as the teams go off the field. We'll take a timeout and come back and tell you what all is going on. This is Duncan Demon Football brought to you by Sparklight. Back to Duncan Demon Football brought to you by Sparklight. It was a two-play drive. It just took 2 plays. A pass by Sawyer Rice and then a quarterback keeper, a run down right the middle of the field for a 39-yard touchdown. Sawyer didn't even get touched on his way to the end zone.
Yeah, man, his speed, gosh. It's just something you hardly see, man, just as fast as he is and as much ground as he can cover.
Yeah, if he gets out in the open field, it's just almost a given. Kickoff is going to go into the end zone for a touchback, and the Demons in complete control. They hold Midwest City to a turnover on downs with a big sack by Crew Badowski to force the Bombers backwards. So the defense comes out, and they do their job, and the offense comes on and takes them 2 plays. Demons in full control of this one, 33-8.
Yeah, and Demons kicking it from across the 50 on the 45-yard line because of the penalty. Unsportsmanlike from Midwest City during the extra point. So
Bombers will have the ball at the 20. Yeah, there was some sort of penalty, unsportsmanlike, after the extra point, the 2 teams were going off to their sidelines. I think one of the Bombers must have said something to the ref, and he threw the flag. You could see the coach down there talking to him. Bombers with the ball at the 20 now. Things getting out of hand for them. King with the quick handoff, and he is swallowed up in the backfield by Cobbs. He's there immediately. Isaac Cobbs come off the line and disrupted in the backfield. That's going to be a 1-yard loss.
Yeah, Cobbs is having a good game. He's been in the backfield 2 or 3 times. He's got a couple tackles for loss. And
Isaac Cobbs is just a sophomore too, so he'll be a big part of this defensive line next year. 5 receivers out on the field for the Bombers now, and that was just a slow developing play. That last one, you kind of seen that one coming. Man coming in motion. King looking, got some pressure. That's Butler in the backfield. King rolls out, throws one deep downfield. That's out of bounds, out of reach.
Man, Zion was getting held.
He was.
They grabbing on his jersey and everything. I mean, his shoulder pads hanging out of his jersey, and my goodness.
Most of the time when a defensive lineman is in the backfield and his jersey gets pulled down over his shoulder pads, there's got to be a hold there somewhere. Somebody grabbed a handful of jersey.
I was watching it the whole way. I mean, he was getting held.
Yeah, because Butler came off his block and was in pursuit of King. 3rd down, 3rd and 10 coming up for the Bombers. King rolling out. He's got pressure. Boom. He gets hit immediately. Nice job coming off. Zion Butler. They tried the screen pass. It didn't work that time.
He said, y'all held me last play. It ain't happening again.
That's right. Man, Butler and Caden Armstrong, I think there's 3 Demons in the backfield. And, man, there was just that one had nowhere to go right off the bat.
Yeah.
Good defensive stand there by the Demons. Punt. Oh, goes over the head of the punter. He's got to go. He's got to try to kick it. He gets hit, and the ball goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line. The Demons are going to have it. He'd have been better off to just try to run, but he tried to kick it.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh, but that was kind of one of them funnies you watch or like sports bloopers.
Yeah. Well, it was a bad snap for the poor punter. He really didn't have much of a chance at it.
Yeah.
By the time he got the ball, he looked up and there's Demons in his face.
Yeah. And he's a bigger kid, if there's ever a bad snap or it's on the ground, he doesn't stand much chance to get it off.
No, he doesn't. And he's limping. But man, if you're in that situation, you might as well just tuck it and run.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can get it back out to the 5 or 10 or something. But Demons now are going to take over with excellent field position. Midwest City's had a lot of trouble on that snap. I don't know if it's the same guy doing all the snapping, but he's had some balls roll back to the quarterback a couple times. Demons at the 1. Tavion Holland, touchdown Demons.
Yeah.
1 play, score.
Nice. That's one thing Duncan's been able to do tonight is capitalize on the turnovers and the stuff like that. So just good job by the Demons being able to capitalize.
Something you have to do when you go on the road in an environment like this. The Demons haven't beat the Bombers since they've been in the district 4 years ago.
Yeah.
3 years ago. This will be the 4th year.
This is the 4th year. They've lost three in a row to this team.
And they've been some lopsided victories, so the Demons are really enjoying this, especially these seniors. Here's the hold and the snap and the kick, and it is good.
My goodness.
A lot of stuff going on down there.
So much extra stuff going on, and these referees are not throwing the flag.
Well, the Demons are flexing on the scoreboard for sure. It's 40-8. We'll take a quick timeout. This is Duncan Football brought to you by Sparklight.
Times I've watched It's a Wonderful Life. Clarence, Angel Second Class, says, "You really did have a wonderful life." He said something else. You weren't there. The main character in the movie was granted his desire of never having been born, and he discovered how different his hometown was without his being there. Teaching can be like that movie, especially during those long seasons of doubt. In both 2018 and 2020, there were moments I questioned the caller in a real can't you get someone better way. The truth is your presence, is hope and a reason to hold on to life for someone. Most of us won't know until years up the road how much of a big deal our being willing to answer God's call.
One play drive, the Demons take over at the 1-yard line. Tavion Holland puts it in from 1 yard out for his first touchdown of the night. Demons in control with the kickoff. Bombers approaching midfield with a good return. He's still on his feet. Got a pile up there at midfield, and the Bombers are starting to get a little bit chippy. There's some extra stuff going on. The refs may have to get control of this because they're really frustrated right now.
Yeah, and all that little extra activity going on has been, started by them. And like you just said it, they're frustrated. They're getting beat on their home field, 40-8. This is their last game, so I guess it's understandable. I guess, but there's just been a lot of unnecessary things going on.
Senior night for the Bombers. The Demons are coming in here running that, and it's frustrating for these guys, and especially at one point when they had a little bit of momentum when it was 14-8. They were probably feeling pretty good about what was going on, and the Demons have just been relentless since then. The defense has stepped up and forced a couple of big plays. Bombers at midfield on the 50. There's a handoff to Holloway. Holloway takes the carry upfield. They're going to call him down at the 45. And just some more activity going on in the backfield. As
Carson Key, man, he's just – I think he took down three of their linemen all at once.
Kind of expect here, probably after this quarter, the Demons will probably start moving some guys in. Get some of these young guys some playing time.
Yeah.
Bombers, meanwhile, want to score again. They want to save some face here. There's a big handoff, big run for a first down.
Oh.
His knee touches as he picks up the first down. He goes down about the 38-yard line, 37.
Yeah, good tackle by CJ.
CJ Warner had a good game tonight. He's had a couple of pass deflections, had a big touchdown. He had the first score of the night for the Demons with a 35-yard touchdown pass. First down for the Bombers in Demon territory. King with a handoff. Big run down the middle. He loses his footing right there at the 20. That was a score.
Turf Monster.
For sure, yeah. Turf Monster got him. That's number 29 doing the running, Richard Harris for the Bombers.
Yeah, I know we got a big lead, but Demons need to wake up. They're just kind of
don't
going through the motions right now.
Right, don't let them have this easy stuff, even though it's 40-8. King rolling out. Got some pressure, Armstrong. Armstrong and Courtmeyer ran him out of bounds.
Yeah, good job by them two sealing that edge and getting in the backfield and not leaving much room for Lincoln King to run.
Second and long for the Bombers.
He runs out of bounds. Clock stops. 5:20 left in the third quarter. Harris in the backfield with King. He's going to get the carry. Stretch it to the outside. Cut up the middle. Harris again with another big run. Picks up a good chunk. Gets inside the 15.
This kid's a hard runner.
3rd and 5, Bombers.
This is the most carries he's had tonight for the Bombers, and he's doing some damage.
Richard Harris.
Yep. King's going to quick pass out to number 17. That goes behind him for an incomplete.
Wonder how close that was to being a backwards pass.
I mean, it was close.
It's going to be 4th down.
Yep.
According to the down marker, the scoreboard still shows 3rd.
Yeah, this is the 4th down.
Yeah.
A quarterback run, a run, an incomplete pass. So this should be 4th down. They've been stopped 3 times, had 3 turnover on downs already. Let's see if the Demons can hold strong. Here comes some pressure for King. Throws one out. Oh, he's got his man, and he scores.
Oh, my goodness.
2 Demons in pursuit out there. He made both of them miss, and the Bombers go in from 14 yards out.
Yeah, he just caught it out there in the flat and just kind of sidestepped or kind of put on the brakes, and the 2 Demons kind of over pursued and missed him, and he walked right into the end zone.
King rolls out, finds his dump-off guy. That's basically been their offense tonight.
And they're going to run this funky 2-point conversion.
Yeah, it's kind of like an old-fashioned swinging gate, except for you're going for 2.
Yeah.
King. Linemen aren't moving. King's running around, trying to find something. Brodowski's chasing him down, throws to the end zone, and he catches it somehow.
Goodness.
I don't know how in the world that happens. That's 2 2-point conversions converted for the Bombers in just a funky formation. But it's still 40-16 with 4 minutes, 46 seconds left in the third quarter. We'll be back with more Duncan Demon football brought to you by Sparklight. Well, the Bombers answer on a 7-play drive. They get the ball back, it goes 7 plays, and they get the 14-yard touchdown pass, and then their second 2-point conversion of the night on a really funky-looking play, Cody. That's almost like an old-fashioned swinging gate on the extra point, but the quarterback stays in, and the linemen stay put on the far side, and he rolls around until he finds an open guy, basically.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
I mean, that was like a flag football formation play, wasn't it?
It sure was.
Demons still in control of this one, though, 40-16. That was one of those possessions where it looked like the Demons were kind of not pursuing as much as they were. Here's a return by Boston White. Boston staying behind some blockers down the sideline. White with the big return. Makes a guy miss. Boston still on his feet. And he goes out of bounds in Bomber territory.
He got hit way out of bounds. And
looked like it from here.
Took his legs out from under him. I mean, my goodness.
That's 2 big returns for White tonight. He returned the opening kickoff past midfield, and now got a good return out of that. Some good blocking on special teams.
Oh, they got to call that, man. He's way out of bounds, and he's getting his legs taken out from under him. I mean, that's a late hit.
It is a late hit. Somebody's going to get hurt, and they've let a lot of that go on. We've seen a lot of late hits, a lot of weird stuff not called in this one.
Late hit over there, and then you have one of their kids who's not even playing throws Bladen Harper down on the ground, and the referee's just standing there like, come on.
That's the one that blew my mind more than anything.
Yeah.
That you let a bench guy grab a guy that's in play and throw him way out of bounds after the play's over. Demons with the ball at the 43-yard line. Holland, Tavion Holland gashing that defense for a big first down run.
Nice. Can't wait to see how many yards he's got tonight.
He's got to be over 100 already, don't you think?
You would think so.
Tavion with 1 score. He scored the last touchdown for the Demons. Demons looking to answer the touchdown scored by the Bombers here. Still in the third quarter, 4 minutes left in the third. Demons cruising tonight, playing some good ball on both sides. First down, handoff. Tavion again, he's hit at the line. He goes forward. That's still a good 3 or 4 yard pickup on the run.
Yeah, looks to be probably 4.
Still the starting offense out on the field for the Demons. You got all your starters, Courtmeyer, Warner, and Boston White as receivers. Demons slowing things down now. A little over 3 minutes left in the third, getting the play from the sideline.
This third quarter's gone by slow.
Yeah, it has. Rice and Holland in the backfield. There's a snap. Rice to the outside. Sawyer Rice still going down the sideline. And touchdown, Sawyer Rice. Demons.
4 rushing touchdowns, 2 passing touchdowns. Responsible for 6 total touchdowns
6 total
tonight.
touchdowns.
Wow.
28 yards out. Rice bounced to the outside and takes it to the house. And I don't know if he got touched again on that play either. His last touchdown run, he didn't get touched. And that one, he might not have gotten touched till right before he crossed.
No, impressive game by Sawyer tonight.
2-play drive, extra point coming up. Salazar's extra point is good, and it's going to be 47-16. Demons up on the Bombers. We'll take a quick timeout. This is Duncan Demon Football brought to you by Sparklight.
Oh my.
During senior night,
And we're back to Duncan Demon Football brought to you by Sparklight. The refs are still in the field sorting out the penalty. There was a lot going on there, Cody, after that last touchdown. The Demons were trying to make their way off the field after the PAT, and half the Bombers team followed them over there talking, and then the big pileup happened, and flags were flying, coaches were getting involved, and now the referees are trying to explain what's going on. The White Hats talking to the Bombers head coach and just going off of the way his body language is. He's not happy with what they have to say.
Well, I mean, he just needs to sit over here and take it. His team has started fights with our guys after every extra point tonight. It's just getting ridiculous. I mean, we've said it 4 times. One of their players that's not even playing threw Bladen Harper on the ground out of bounds over here. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, and you had some of the Bombers running off the field after the penalty flags were thrown. They were laughing and cutting up, and just seems like a very undisciplined effort tonight by the Bombers. A lot of frustration. I get it. You know, they're getting their tails kicked tonight by the Demons, and they don't like it. And so it's unsportsmanlike conduct on
two of them on
them for whatever happened.
But I don't know why their coach is so fired up. Your players are the one that's starting it every time, so just take it, man. I mean, at this point, let's just go home. I mean, if they're gonna keep doing this, I mean, it's a blowout anyway. But this is frustrating to watch.
Duncan was trying to get off they were just going off the field. I mean, and the half the team followed them over there, and it was just a lot of frustration for the Bombers tonight. I don't think they expected to come in here and get it handed to them the way the Demons are handing it to them.
Yeah.
And so we're going to kick off from God, look at this, Cody. We're going to be kicking off from
the 30.
Their 30-yard line.
Try to kick it through the field goal, through the uprights.
Man, if I was Duncan, I'd kick an onside.
Yeah.
I would kick an onside kick. I mean, if you don't get it, they've got bad field position no matter what. But, man, I would most definitely kick an onside kick here. And he does.
It's good.
It's good through the uprights.
Nice.
So they'll get the ball on the 20.
First and 10 on the 20-yard line.
But before all that happened, Duncan went on just a two-play drive there. Started the ball at the 43 in Midwest City's territory, and it was a couple runs, and Rice took it in from 20 yards out for the touchdown. His fourth rushing touchdown tonight, and he's thrown for 2. And so Sawyer Rice has been in complete control. The Demons have been in complete control. Ball at the 20. Still in the third quarter. King is going to hand this ball off, and he's tackled immediately. Nice tackle there by Isaac Cobbs.
Yeah, just a good tackle there. No running room for them. And if I was Duncan, man, I'd be fired up, man. This is with all the little extra stuff going on.
Yeah, and you know as well as I do, being in these type of games, it's just even that much sweeter when the team's acting like this, and you can point over to the scoreboard and say, we're kicking y'all's tails, guys. So y'all can act however you want to. Second down, it was a short gain for the Bombers. Man coming in motion. Demons still with all their starters out there. King with pressure. And he has to dump this
backwards.
One off.
Go get it.
Backwards.
Get it, Ty.
Ty Lane, and Ty couldn't get there.
They call?
I think they called that a forward pass.
No way. That looked backwards to me, man.
Yep, incomplete.
Gosh, no way. What do you think?
No, I think it was backwards for sure. I mean, the line of scrimmage is beyond the 20. When he threw that ball, it was back around like the 18.
Yeah.
I mean, really, it was. That's a miss. But it will be third down on the incomplete pass. Here comes the Demons. King rolling out, got some backside pressure, ball up in the air, and Caden Armstrong come up with it.
Yeah.
A defensive lineman comes up with an interception.
That's awesome. Man, I'm happy for the senior.
That screen pass they've been going to so many times tonight. The Demons finally put it up in the air, and Caden Armstrong, the senior defensive end, comes up with an interception.
That's awesome. And the pressure applied by the defense, I think King just kind of, it was a screen pass, but he had to get rid of it.
Oh, he did, yeah.
I don't think he wanted to throw it there, but he had no choice, either that or take a sack, and ball goes flying. Caden Armstrong comes down with it, and I think that's super awesome for him.
There was no room for him. I mean, the Demon defense did such a good job of defending that screen pass and getting pressure back there. Now they have the ball at the 17-yard line. Starter still out there. Rice to Holland. Holland to the outside. Tavion cut up field. running over a guy. Tavion still on his feet. What a great job. And one of the Bombers jump up, leaves his feet, jumps up on the pile, which that's a penalty if you're in college. I guess it's not in high school.
You see that collision that Tavion went head on, but he just bounced right off of him.
You know, Duncan's responding to their chippiness.
Yeah.
Duncan's responding to this with their own.
Yeah, let's put it in the end zone again.
This is them saying, all right, we're gonna flex on you a little bit here. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Demons knocking on the door again. Handoff to Holland. Big hit at the line of scrimmage. Tavion goes backwards at that time.
Come on, guys.
And that's going to might be the last play of this quarter as the time is going out on it. Looks like they're going to go ahead and let the time go down and switch in. So Demons up 47-16. When we come back in the fourth quarter, to be 2nd and goal, Demons. This is Duncan Demon Football brought to you by Sparklight. And we're back to Duncan Demon Football brought to you by Sparklight. It's a rowdy crowd here in Midwest City, but the Bombers are getting whooped by the Demons 47-16. Caden Armstrong just come up with a big interception to put the Demons in great field position. They got a 2nd and goal coming up here, and they are trotting out the starters to start off this fourth quarter. Game has been getting real chippy, and I'm sure the Demon offense wants to go ahead and put another one in the end zone. Here's a handoff to Tavion Holland, and he pushes forward. Touchdown Demons.
Yes.
Great 9-yard run by Tavion Holland, and even better blocking up front for the lineman to open up that lane.
Yeah, that's Tavion's 2nd touchdown of the night, and you know, they take their time between quarters, kind of talk it up, and the big uglies up front get a good push off the line there and able to create something there for Tavion to run through. And Tavion just running tough like he always does and gets the ball across the goal line for his 2nd of the night, and the score is 53-16, extra point coming up.
Here's the snap and the hold. Isaac Salazar puts this one up. It's 54-16.
Nice.
Demons in complete control. And this is this the most points the Demons have scored this year?
I think so. Yeah, I think it is. We scored in the 40s against Southeast, and we scored in the 40s last week. So yeah, man, 54 points. Your last regular season game. Demons showing a lot of offense tonight and showing a lot of defense too.
Oh man, that defense has been relentless. I don't know how many sacks we've had. We had forced two turnovers, got a fumble and the interception by Caden Armstrong, and just a really complete performance tonight by the Demons so far. If you're Coach Matt Terry, you got to be pleased with what Duncan has done tonight against a Midwest City team that showed a little bit of fight early when it was 14-8. You know, they went down and scored. Demons scored the first two, 14-0, and then they came down and got the touchdown 2-point conversion. We thought, man, this is going to be a dogfight, but Man, it has been all Demons.
Even when they scored that touchdown that they called on the penalty, you know, the deep post route that they completed, but even after that play, you thought, man, it's going to be a game maybe.
Oh, the Bombers fumbled the kickoff return as one of the return men went up and tried to grab it, but they were able to get the ball back as the Demons, it was a short kickoff.
Yeah, it was just one of those games that the Demons, they couldn't take lightly. You know, you can't look at Midwest City's past games, you know, and just judge it by that and say, hey, we're going to come out and just go through the motions and come out with the automatic win. That's not how it works. And the game started off a little slow, but it was kind of close in the beginning. Midwest City was making plays out there on offense. King, their quarterback, making some good completions. But Demons fighting through all the early struggles and is able to drop a bomb on the Bombers tonight, 54-16. So it's been a fun game to watch. Demons playing good.
Yeah, it has been a fun game, and it's really just watching both sides of the ball dominate. Here's a handoff up the middle. He gets positive yards out of that. That's Richard Harris again with the carry. He's kind of taking over the ball carrying role for the Bombers in this second half.
Yeah, and the leading tackler on this team, Zion Butler, making that big hit.
Quick screen pass to number 17. He throws it downfield. He's got his man open. Number 9 got the reception. C.J. Warner chasing him down, pulls him down from his jersey from behind, and saves a touchdown all the way down inside the 10.
Yeah, just a backwards pass there to the wide receiver. He throws it deep. Receiver gets behind the secondary and is able to complete it. CJ able to catch him from behind and pull him down at the 10-yard line, and now CJ's down. Looks like a cramp.
Yeah, I think he is cramping up. Looks like his players are going to help him up. Yeah, it was a good design play by the Bombers. Took the number 9, went downfield and got behind the defense. Warner was in coverage, but it was a good throw by number 17. I mean, they've thrown the screen pass out to him in the flats a couple of times tonight, and this time he had a man open downfield to get the big completion for the Bombers.
This is about the around the type of score you want a continuous clock, right?
Oh yeah, I would think so.
But I think both teams have to agree on that.
I guarantee you Midwest City won't agree with that.
No, heck no.
First down. Inside run to Harris, and he stopped immediately. Great job by the defensive line. Good tackle there made by number 49, Carson Key.
I don't know. It might be to their benefit for a continuous clock, because at this rate, our offense is going to put more on the board.
Yeah, especially if Coach Terry brings out the starters. I mean, if you keep the starters out there, they're scoring at will against this Bomber defense.
Yeah.
Second down and goal. Ball on the 9. It'd be sweet if the Demons could keep them from scoring here, though. King rolling out. Now he's got some pressure coming in. Butler, Badowski chasing, and he throws one to the end zone, and it looks like it's going to be incomplete as his receiver was diving for it. That was number 17 who threw the pass earlier. It's incomplete.
I do give it to him. Their quarterback, he rolls out, and he's looking for receivers downfield, and their receivers, they find ways to get open.
Yes.
They've completed those type of passes all night. So that's one thing I do give this team credit. They do find a way to get open.
Well, King, every time, like you said it perfectly, when he rolls out, he keeps his eyes downfield. He's not looking at the pressure coming in, and he does a really good job of finding a guy to at least throw to. And it looks like somebody called a timeout. I think it's
Midwest City.
Midwest City's going to take a timeout. So, yeah, it's going to be a third down and goal here. And, you know, the Demons, with the game being the way it's gone, you know, both teams getting kind of chippy, and Midwest City kind of being a little, you know, showing some unsportsmanlike conduct. This defense wants to keep them from scoring. They want to keep them out of the end zone, no doubt about it right here.
Yeah, no doubt. It's third down, so Looks like the ball's at the 8-yard line, so Demons trying to see what they can do right here to keep them out of the end zone and keep them at 16 total points. Right now it's 54-16, 8 minutes and 27 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter.
Third down and goal. Here we go coming up. King sends his running back out. It's be one-on-one coverage out there. King looking to throw. Throws to the end zone, and it's incomplete. Sawyer Rice in coverage out there.
Nice.
Got a hand in there, disrupted the play. It's going to be fourth down and goal.
Yeah, you throw it to number 3 side, you can expect that right there. Tight coverage, knocking the ball loose.
Well, that would just complete Sawyer's night if he got a pick six
right there. Oh, my goodness.
Because if he picks the ball, I don't know if anybody can catch him.
No way.
Maybe King could have a chance at it.
Yeah.
King's pretty quick. Will be fourth down and goal. If they don't get this, this will be the 4th turnover on downs of the night that this Demon defense has forced. Here's a snap. King's got some pressure. Oh, It's batted down at the line of scrimmage by Sam Lipscomb. The linebacker blitzes off the corner and comes in and bats the ball down.
Yeah, that's a huge 4th down play to keep the Bombers out of the end zone, and that's what I like to see. You're coming off the edge, you get in the backfield, get your hands up, knock the ball down, or at least, get in the way of the quarterback's vision. I feel like the Demons could do more of that, getting their hands up when they get into the backfield, and Sam does a great job of keeping Midwest City out of the end zone there on 4th down, and that's the fourth
time
turnover on downs tonight, and then you have, a couple fumbles by Midwest City, the bad snap on the punt. Like Demons just creating opportunities for themselves.
This defense has been relentless tonight for sure, and it looks like Sawyer Rice is going to stay in at quarterback. In the backfield with him is going to be, is that Graham Goodson? I can't tell the number, Cody. Is that 14?
Let me see.
Or 34. Sorry about that. Not Graham Goodson. That's going to be Kai Haynes, the freshman, who came in last week and got some running time. Thought he did a really good job, too.
No, he did. This is probably our future tailback.
Yep. Rice with the pass out to Jason Courtmeyer. Got a face mask out there. They're going to call that for sure.
That looked intentional, man.
Yeah, it did.
I don't know. He just grabbed him up high. I don't know.
No, he definitely went up high and didn't back off when he felt his hands hit the face mask.
Yeah, he knew Jason was about to get by him, and he grabbed whatever he could. And man. But it was a nice catch and a good job by Jason, making guys miss, getting the extra yardage, and then 15-yard personal foul face mask to add on to the run.
Rice stays in the game. Some of the see if the linemen are still the same guys out there. Looks like Bryson Poindexter and Cord Byerly. I think pretty much the same guys are out there, same receivers. Haynes still in the backfield with Rice. First down. Hand off to Haynes. Haynes with a good move up the middle.
Nice.
Falling forward. Gets the first
down.
Good.
There's more.
I know.
There's more stuff going on over there between the corner and the wide receiver. Coach Terry's telling that kid to get back to your, get away. Go back to your defense.
Yeah, because he made his way all the way over to the sidelines.
Yeah, he's just over there mouthing, and come on. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, and that guy's going to come off the field now.
He deserves it. This team has been very undisciplined tonight.
Yeah, a lot of after the play action going on.
Yeah,
to say the least. These guys have been frustrated. I think Duncan's going to call a timeout. Give us a chance to get some of these names. I think Jackson Wisdom also is in on the field on this play. I think Coach Terry will probably start working in some other guys, and it's just been a good performance for the Demons tonight on really all sides of the ball, Cody. We've had good offense, good defense, good special teams. Boston White with 2 big returns, put the Demons up in a good field position. Boston has a touchdown tonight. He has a touchdown pass, caught a 38-yard touchdown pass from Sawyer, and also C.J. Warner. Rice responsible for, what'd you say, 6 touchdowns total?
6, man.
Tavion has a couple of touchdowns. It's just been a dominating performance by this team on the last regular season game. Yeah, it's Jackson Wisdom down here on this side. 2 new receivers in on the other side. I can't see who they are. Rice is going to get the carry. Cuts to the outside. Sawyer Rice still going, runs out of bounds. And it's just another first down run by the QB.
Dude is so fast.
His cuts, man. I mean, we've watched him play for years, and it's just his cuts, man. He makes them, they're so smooth. Right there, he cut luckily. He was going to go inside, cut back to the outside, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, I want to see it again.
Keller actually comes in the game. Number 32 is going to work his way out. Isaac and McGilvery. All new wide receivers in. Haynes with the carry up to the middle. Gets a yard out of that. You're starting to see a lot of the future guys now. You got Kai Haynes in running, and he's a pretty good-looking running back. Yeah. He's a freshman, 6 foot. You know, he's not a huge guy, 170, but Tavion wasn't huge when he came here either, or when he first started playing. And you're seeing a lot of these guys getting to some playing time, and they'll be the guys you lean on next year. Caleb Davis comes into the game.
Yeah, he's coming in for Sawyer at quarterback.
Also to that far side, number 40, Derek Johnson is in. Had a touchdown last week on senior night. Haynes again, move outside. Haynes trucking down the sideline, pushed out of bounds for the big first down run from the freshman.
That's your future running back, boys, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
I feel like we're going to see that kid a lot coming up after Tavion graduates and moves on. We're going to see number 34.
Jack Lovett also in at a wide receiver. Creed Berry comes in on the line to sub out Jacob Kahn. Creed Berry, a sophomore lineman. Just got to believe that he'll probably be involved in the mix next year. A lot of these linemen getting some playing time now. There'll be guys that we lean on next year for sure.
Yeah.
So Coach Terry slowly working out the starters and putting in other guys with 3 minutes left. Another carry for Haynes. Haynes up the middle.
Nice.
Little stutter step, but he goes forward and picks up 4 or 5 on the carry.
Yeah, and we're talking about Kai Haynes being the future running back, but Caleb Davis is in at quarterback. I think he's the next man up, Rob. You would think.
Yeah.
He's next in line to be Duncan's quarterback next year.
Yep. Connor Rogers coming in on the line. And that's going to give Bryson Poindexter time to get off the field. Subbing in linemen every other play. Yeah, you're right. As far as we know, Caleb Davis is going to be the front runner to be the starting quarterback next year. We haven't seen anything different. Little over 2 minutes to play. Handoff to Haynes. And Haynes is taken down just at the line of scrimmage. Well, if he's your future quarterback, let's see him throw one to the end zone.
I know, right?
I'd like to see that.
Then you got the 8th grade this year, had the Van Beber kid. He'll be a freshman next year. He's a really good quarterback. I've seen a lot of highlights of him. Got to see him play once, but a kid can throw the football and he can run. So he's another kid that'll be out here next year, probably playing for the freshmen and the JV. And that's a kid to look for at quarterback. But, yep, Caleb Davis, number 16. It's a good number. I like that number.
Jaheim Walker comes in on the line to sub out our last starter. Corbin Wade takes off to the sideline. So now you're all backups. High snap for Davis. Davis is going to have to run, try to get out of trouble. And he's thrown down behind the line of scrimmage, a little over a minute left. And that's going to bring up 4th down for Duncan.
I think we're going to kick a field goal. Are we? I think we got a kicker out there. No, never mind. I'm seeing something else. I saw Davis run off. I thought he was going to the sideline. I thought our kicker was out there, but he's just going over there to get the play.
Yeah, that's what he's been doing since he's been in. He runs over and gets the play.
I want to see a field goal from here. Let's see.
Well, we've seen him. We've seen him make them.
I know it.
Salazar is hit for 44 out. I think it's his longest.
Yeah, 44.
Davis, backside pressure with the carry, cuts up field, gets down to the 20, and he's not going to get close to a first down. That'll be a turnover on downs. It'll be the first turnover on downs for the Demons tonight with 41 seconds left in the game. Good to see all these guys working in, though. And I like the way Kai Haynes was running the ball there that last couple minutes. He had some good moments, had a good little chunk yardage run that get the Demons down in a scoring position. But they turn it over on downs. And now the defense, some of these backup defensive players are going to come out here and see what they got. Man, Cody, I mean, this is all new guys out here.
Still got Crew Budowski out there. He's going to.
Crew, Sam Lipscomb's out there. Let's see, number 21, Garrett Cox comes in, all new defensive lineman.
Got Camden Villagrana out there, senior. So you still got a couple seniors out there and some leaders.
Yep, Keller Atchley's back here playing safety. 22 seconds left. King up the middle, takes a run. And he misses, makes a guy miss. King still going on his feet. Camden Villagrana chases him down and pushes him out of bounds. And the clock doesn't look like it's going to stop on that out of bounds play.
Good.
No stoppage there. This game is over. Demons come into Midwest City and get the win in a dominating fashion, 54-16. Hey, the monkey's off the back.
Yeah.
Demons finally beat the Bombers.
Yeah, crowd's on their feet over there, giving the Demons a nice cheer. They're going to the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go.
Next week, more than likely, it's going to be at Carl Albert. So, man, you can watch us on the stream and you guys stay at home, do so. But if you can make it to Carl Albert and come cheer this team on, it's the first time they're going to the playoffs since 2021. So try to be there. It's going to be a fun night.
Yeah, it's going to be a big night for them, and I'm sure we'll talk more about this next week. But this will be the first time that this senior class has got to experience playoffs. So it's pretty special for them. You know, even though you got to go probably to Carl Albert and play the defending state champs, you're still in, and that's really what you play for. You start the season off with your number one goal is to make the playoffs, and you know the Demons have done that. It's a great season that Coach Terry has put together here. He's gradually gotten better every year. I think Coach Terry's first year here, the Demons went 1-9.
Yep,
and they won that last game at Ardmore.
Yep.
And ever since then, they've just improved a game little by little. So this year they're finishing the season off at 6-4.
Yeah,
that's a long way to come from 1-9.
Yeah, it was 1-9, 4-6, and now 6-4. So, man, Coach Terry's doing a heck of a job.
Heck of a job with this team. He took over a team of a lot of graduating seniors, and he's kind of taken these guys over. These seniors that are on this team, they've been with him. You know, they've grown with him and developed him, and this coaching staff has done a good job, and the Demons have done a fine job this year. It was a very good year for them.
Yeah.
Finishing up 6-4, you finally make the playoffs, and it's been a while, like you said, since Duncan has made the playoffs. So it's awesome, and I can't wait for that next week. The Demons made their way over to the other side to join in with the traveling fans and the band for the Spirit Song, which is always a cool moment. The Demons have always done that, and it was a great win for the Demons tonight. Finally beating the Bombers, and our Sparklight player of the game, Cody.
I think you got to go offense for sure. Sawyer, I mean, he's responsible for 6 touchdowns, 4 rushing, 2 passing, and 2 very good passes, deep balls to CJ and Boston. But, you know, Sawyer's gotten that player of the game a lot, but you can't go wrong with him tonight. He did everything.
It's hard not to give the player of the game to a guy that's responsible for 6 touchdowns for sure, the passing and then the running and just everything he does. So yeah, definitely but the whole team, you know, you'd give a game ball. If I was giving out game balls, if I'm the coach, I'm saying the game ball just goes to this team.
Yeah,
this is a team effort tonight. What a great job by the defense. They really stepped up when they needed. I mean, Caden Armstrong's interception down there, and then you had the big hit by Jason Kortmeyer from the blitz on the sideline that caused the fumble, and he got got the fumble after he initiated the hit. So, man, such a lot of highlights, a lot of good things that happened tonight. The Demons deserve this. And, man, I say congratulations to these guys and this coaching staff for completing a really good season. And like you said, it's on to the playoffs. Demons make the playoffs. They will be most likely traveling to Carl Albert next week. Either way, they're going to be on the road. But I think going off of what the score I seen, Carl Albert was beaten
they handled them
earlier. And that's going to be first place in 5A2 for Carl Albert. Second place will go to Guthrie. And I think MacArthur beat Bishop McGuinness 35-21, or it shows that game's still in progress. But looks like MacArthur might win. Well, they won't win the district. Newcastle will win the district, won't they? MacArthur will finish second. Newcastle wins the district. McGuinness will be second, won't they? It'll be MacArthur, Newcastle, McGuinness, and Duncan.
Yeah.
Is that how it's going to go?
Newcastle is first, right?
Yeah.
And then MacArthur's only loss in the district is to Newcastle, right? So they beat McGuinness, so I figured that would put them at second, right?
Yep.
Newcastle did they beat McGuinness?
I think McGuinness beat them. Anyway, it doesn't matter because Duncan's fourth spot. They're going, and they got to go on the road no matter what. So that'll do it here. Demons come up with a big win. Next week we'll be on the road in the playoffs. Like Cody said, if you can go to the game, by all means go to the game. If we do go to Carl Albert, it's a pretty special game environment. That is a championship mindset there. They should be because they've won most of the state championships in the last 10 years. But if you get a chance to go to that game, go to that game. That is a good environment, and the Demons need your support. Hey, you know what, Cody? Man, anything can happen in the playoffs.
That's right.
We could go up there and pull off the upset of the year, and if there's a team to do it, this team could definitely do it. Thanks for joining us tonight, wherever you're watching or listening from. We appreciate you. That's why we do this. We want to bring you exciting Duncan Demon sports. And we want to thank Sparklight for providing the sponsorship for all this, and also Allison for taking care of us and doing all the stuff that she does. Craig did a fantastic job keeping us on track down there, kind of the producer of these games, keeps us going. We appreciate everything he does. So Demons win this game. The regular season is in the books. It's on to the playoffs next week. Thank you for joining us. This is Duncan Demon Football brought to you by Sparklight.